Hello. Hello. How are you? Well, it was a very silly show today. I mean, it always is, but we had Brian sat in, a listener. It's fun to have there. MJ from Jash does the animation, and the whole bunch was there. It's a family show with Tom Martin, a comedian from Canada. His name is Jordan Jazowski, was hanging out with us today, and he was great. He fit right in, and he he really played along. He was everybody loved him. So that's it. Oh, there is something on my mind. Look, we end up talking about the Redskins today, and after I hung out with some friends tonight, I heard some more of the opposing, the people that are like, oh, it's fine, and I still feel the way I do, but I listened. It's not a strong suit of mine all the time. Comedically, I listen and I think, but sometimes it's very hard when you feel passionate. But I did tonight. I really just go, Todd, just shut the fuck up. If you listen, then you at least can say that I listened, and I did. I'm not going to lie. I still feel leaning towards the way I do on the show today, but I can shed some new light on it this week coming up, after the next week's show. So I really want to talk about it a little bit more, because I have some interesting things were brought up tonight. So if I leave you hanging a little bit and I'm not as clean cut with my opinion, I really think this will be one of those times where next Friday I'm going to really, really express myself a lot better. But there we go. It was a really fun, silly show. So enjoy it, and that's why am I laughing? That's like, why did I just laugh at? When you do one of those laughs? Oh, I guess because I said enjoy it. Like, enjoy it. Who cares, right? I'm going to go eat a pizza. Not a whole pizza. All right. Bye, everybody. Enjoy the show. Next week is going to be fun. You're fun. Are you fun? Mm-hmm. Some good tweets this week. I read them. You knows it. Okay. All right, bye. All right, bye. Oh, no, not all right, bye. No, that's all right. I think that is all right. Bye.
A very funny guy, Todd Glass.
Can everybody hear?
If you fucking call me back this time, then don't call me ever again, because we're done.
The Todd Glass Show launches August 12th.
Todd. Hey, it's Zach. Elton. Listen, man, I really want to come on the podcast. I've got stuff to promote.
Comedy Central presents Todd Glass.
Jordan, you hear it? Can you hear everything?
Ryan Regan.
I'm
again.
crying.
If you don't want me
as soon as we get on the air, it's a fun show already. Hello?
Do you want me to beg?
Todd, it's Marin. Mark, I'm the guy that
Hello?
can't come on the Todd Glass Show. What do I fucking need to do?
His very funny podcast, The Todd Glass Show, can be found at Nerdist.com. Please welcome Todd Glass. From the beautiful Las Vegas Strip.
I couldn't find my phone voice. That's why I didn't interrupt the opening.
Black Horse Motors.
Hello?
It's the Todd Glass Show.
Oh.
Bravo.
We do the traditional applause here. Oh, it's going to be great. And I don't say that every week. Let's, here's what we're going to do, everybody. We are going to, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with the Todd Glass Show. We'll be right back right after this. We'll be back.
Wherever you go.
No, I'm just kidding. We'll save that for later. All right, so here we are, and it's going to be fun. We have some people in the studio, which is always fun. Tom Martin is here tonight.
Again.
Good to see you. And
Tom Martin. Yes.
I love it. and then Jake. Jake is here, right? How you doing, young Jake? Aristotle's here at the Jash. Do I say it right, MJ? At the cartoon division over there. Right? Is that right? I figure there's a division. Sure, I make it sound more fancy than it is. You just shut the fuck up.
Real cartoon people say animation to sound cooler.
Oh, animation. You're probably right. Well, anyway, a lot of the animation that's done on the show, MJ sort of is the one that's in charge of that, and it's an amazing thing. It's funny that we love the animation that they do on the show, or I can say cartoons. But like seeing the breakdown of it is very interesting. How it all happens. There's a lot of cutting and pasting and putting it together. So it's so we're happy to have her here, right? I give her
yes.
And it's MJ from Josh. Oh yeah, she does the thing. Yeah,
MJ. It's not Michael Jordan.
No. She does the cartoons. You can help out, Ryan. Come on, MJ. Yeah, it's just let's teach everyone how to do this because we got a few people that never do it. You're saying bits and pieces. You all know how to do it of what that person would want to hear. It's all positive. It's all like little from that. Oh, great. Oh, talented. So it all started once when I had a dinner and somebody brought something over. This is how it all started. Somebody brought something and she goes, "Hey, does everyone like the corn pudding?" And we all did this. Oh, the corn pudding. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's good. I guess a professional cook. Yeah. Oh, corn pudding. Now, Tom, I notice you're watching, not participating.
I was watching Jake act.
Well, if we all do it, it sounds great.
No,
I can tell you.
I didn't realize I wasn't doing it. I was spellbound by Jack.
Oh.
Jake was actually moving his hands, and I was thinking, wow, I got to get into it more.
By the way, I agree with you. Not only that, but when I saw the silly dancing and I see Jake, he really gets into it.
Yeah.
I admire it. Like, it makes me go, I want to. To be honest, last week I was stealing some of his silly dance moves. I'm like, I was.
Jake is pissed.
Okay, so let's go around the room. Ryan is here. Ryan listens to the show, and he's sitting in, so that's good. And then, Jordan, I have a hard time. What's your last name? Jazowski. And he is he is actually he's a friend of everybody's, but Jake, he knows Jake in the comedy world. And then we went on and we were listening to some of your comedy the other night. This bit made me laugh.
I'm unemployed. I don't know if you guys are unemployed. I'm not going to blame the economy. Even if the economy was better, I don't think I'm getting a job. I have no references. My mom's my only reference. And it's really depressing because I get jobs at like Orange Julius or Hollister, and I get interviewed by like 16-year-old hotshots who are already managers, and I have to prove myself to them. That's so demeaning as a 24-year-old, having to answer their questions. They're like, "Thank you for coming in, George Zowski. What would you say is your greatest strength?" Well, I don't have a bedtime, Henry, so why don't you just give me the goddamn job? Do we really have to do this? I just want to be respected, man. I did jiu-jitsu for like 6 months. That was the dumbest thing I've ever done. Don't do a martial art for 6 months. It's like knowing a little bit of French. It's useless. If I got into a fight, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, you think you're tough? You think you're tough? Well, how about you lay on your back, open your legs, and I come into your guard and we see what the hell happens." Actually, I'm going to pass to your side. But I'm glad that I stopped doing jiu-jitsu because I didn't want those cauliflower ears. Those look ridiculous.
Oh, hold on. Fade this.
So
wait.
stupid.
Let it finish.
I said that one time at a show, and this guy's like, "Hey, what the hell did you say to me?" I'm like, "Is he mad or can he not hear me right now?"
Fade it out. I'm sorry. I talked over, and that's the biggest.
What was the punchline?
Well, because the cauliflower ears you get when you wrestle.
Uh-huh.
And I apologize. You're sitting right here, and I talk over your bit. He goes, he do the bit. So he says, he does the bit about the cauliflower ears. That's why he doesn't want to get that. And the guy in the audience, goes, "Would you say?" He had cauliflower ears, and he goes, "Are you offended, or did you just not hear me?" But I think that is a funny, the ear you get. It's not like you're making. Look, I'm not making fun of anybody, but I want to hit this from the right angle where I'm proud to hit it. But that is a weird thing to be the outcome of a sport you like. And it's not like if somebody's born with that, obviously I'm not talking about it, but look, I'm half kidding, half serious, but like if you went to the doctor and you go, "Hey, the cauliflower ear, I don't know what the medical term for that is. What do I have to do not to get that?" He goes, "Oh, you just can't wrestle around with guys on the floor." And somebody went, I don't know. That's something I really want to do. That's something I really want to do.
I think it's a status symbol.
Do they really?
They don't mind it, yeah, because it makes them feel like battle scars, like they're a badass.
You know what? I never looked at it that way.
Yeah.
Jordan Schwarzkowski. Jordan Jaworski. Let's go around the room, see who
Oh,
can get his
wow.
last name closest. Okay,
I would need to see it spelled.
Well, he said it.
Well, I didn't.
Well, let's see who can.
All right.
Jordan. Say your last name again.
Jordan Jaworski.
No, you just changed it.
No, I didn't.
Jigger
Gee, seems like you changed it.
I changed it.
All right. Don't try any shit. So Jordan's sitting in, and then
Are you Canadian, Jordan? I think it.
Yeah.
Sounds
You can
like
hear
you're
an
Canadian.
accent?
God, you're good, Tom.
On the recording, it sounded like it.
All right. So we got a lot to get through, and then I just wanted to say hi to everybody in the room. And also, MJ has a dog. His name is Rue, and we'll take a picture of him, put him on the Facebook. Also, because he's just chilling out. He's like sitting on a chair. It's great. And Aristotle, I mentioned you were here. What are you doing over there? You look like you're pulling and tugging all this shit.
I'm not doing anything.
All right. Well, you look great.
Thank you.
Thank you. So that's our show. Did you have fun, everybody? It was
great.
All right, listen.
Hey, last week's show was hilarious, by the way.
Yeah, I believe me. I'm.
This one, I don't know. This one.
By the way, somebody, why I give it validity, I don't know, but maybe I'm going to go to my death that way. Somebody wrote that they really liked the show. Somebody else went, I thought it was the worst interview ever. I asked.
The pod. There was a couple tweets about that.
Yeah. So I said, I wonder. Andrew Furtada tweeted her and said, "Are you a regular listener to the show?" Because it's like, and then why do I address it? Well, because Jen did, so I don't feel bad. I don't want to bring it to someone's attention necessarily. Like I wouldn't call Jen. Did you see what somebody?
Right.
But I same old thing. I want to figure out who that person is. If she's a regular listener, I would rather her either understand why. I'm not saying why do people. I'm gonna repeat myself. Why do people write that? I go, you know me, it seems like I'm going one way, then I make the harsh left or right, because people want to express themselves. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's brilliant, sometimes it's not, sometimes I disagree, sometimes I think it's mean. Everybody should fucking be able to say whatever they fucking want. Everything. The girl tweeted it. That's the way she fucking felt. Now I get to talk about the way I feel. So, who are you? That wrote that? Like, why? Why would you feel the need to want to go, unless somebody made, like if you're a regular listening to the show, that's not nurturing. If somebody I know always did artwork and they gave it to me and I liked it most of the time, how can you be diplomatic? Is there an in-between? Do you have to look at the artwork and go, oh, that's the best thing in the world? No, that's probably phony. But if they put one piece of artwork and it's not your favorite thing, is there a way to do it without going, that was the worst piece of art I've ever... We do a creative thing here. Sometimes we hit at different levels. I would think our core audience have some weeks they like more than others, some weeks they like this, some weeks they like that, but through it all they're gentle. So either I'm going to have to ask you not to listen to the show, I'm going to find out who she is and say it in the beginning, or can you listen to this and go, yeah, why did I need to say that? Like what made me... Again, it wasn't like Jen said something that disagreed with maybe her religious beliefs, or when I talk about non-spanking, then I could see someone going, but it was just what made her go, I gotta let her know I didn't fucking like it, especially if she's a regular listener to the show.
My problem with it was that, and Jen's fine, I'm sure that it doesn't bother her that much.
She took her life.
No, but Jen has thick enough skin, I'm sure, to handle this. But what bothers me is the idea of it. People who say stuff like this often affect people that are a little bit sensitive, and then they may not perform in a way that everyone else is enjoying. Like if somebody says something to somebody who's pretty funny and pretty interested in being funny and performing, sometimes that can detract them in a way that affects their...
Of course. Like, I like that you set it up. Like, look, on this show, I've gotten to the point. In the beginning, I didn't know. It was like in the beginning of stand-up. You have to learn to... I like to address certain things. I like to address hey, when we were doing the yelling bit and somebody wrote me, they wrote a very kind thing. Whoever that was like, it's a little too loud. We found out that a lot of people didn't think it was, but that's not the point. The person that thought it was too loud in their earphones proved you can write a kind, I'm a fan of the show, and still write a kind, gentle, and have some constructive criticism. So that I'm into. I don't like to eat on the podcast because, I don't want to just be like, but the point is that they needed to say, like, I didn't like that. And then you're right. Sometimes people can get like, then you get self-conscious. Like, why aren't you more gentle? I would love to interview you. But you know what? Every time you interview one of these people, every tool you need to prove what they did, they don't have, or they wouldn't do what they did. Right. That came out perfect, actually. It's like people that, people. I look again. It goes right back to the. That's what I said. The tool you would need to understand that there's an in between they don't have, or they wouldn't say it. It's like people that use the word retarded as an adjective, and once they're explained why it is. Well, if they're explained once and twice and three times, they're not going to understand all my comparisons because they don't.
What was funny about that moment is Jen responded to the person really quickly, and then I think other people saw it. But then all of her defenders piled on, like me and Jingle Joe and Furtado. We all just started defending her, like, hey, you shouldn't say that about her. That wasn't.
And it's funny. I think I hit it from a different angle because I hit it from more the angle of like, I love to say it. Who are you?
Right.
Like, are you doing this to your family? Are you doing this to your friends? Wouldn't they be surprised that it's more than just a comment that they said? Anyway, let's move on. I count myself. Last night, I'm very proud of myself. I don't do this ever. And by the way, I want you to either write me an email, and if you want some counseling on that's not a gentle, kind way to be, I will talk to you. But if you think, no, that's who I am, and I wanted to let you know I didn't like it, I would rather you not listen to the show. And if I find out you listen to the show, you think it's cute, don't you? Think, I'll keep listening.
I'll tell you
will
happened.
Not fucking listening to the show.
Jingle Joe and Andrew Furtado are going to come to your house and we're going to kick your ass and sing a song.
We're not
We're
violent.
going to sing a song.
We'll come and do a silly dance in front of your house for 3 hours.
And I'm going to give you a bad massage.
Yeah. And we'll give you a 2-person bad massage. Ryan's sitting in today is also a massage therapist. So let me say this. Last night, Jordan, you're good?
Yeah, all's good.
Good. You guys got a lot of potty smokes. I just said it. So last night I went to the Grove to get a new iPhone cover for my phone, and I went with Jake. Thank God he went with me. Boy, it's fun to have somebody. I don't like doing anything alone. I go, do you want to go? He's like, sure. So we go to the thing, and then we go down to the Grove, and they're fixing my. I'm sorry. Let me concentrate here. Well, they're fixing my glass. They're putting a new piece of glass in there.
Oh, on your iPhone?
Yeah, we go out and eat at the farmer's market, which every time I eat there, I love it. And as Jake gets food at one place, I get food at the other place. And as I'm walking over to him while I'm waiting for my food to see what he got to eat at another place, I hear this. I went to the bank. I got a brand new $100 bills. They're gorgeous. And I'm like, who's that coming from? And then I saw the guy it was coming from. And then I go, Jake, see if you can find the guy. And I told him what he said, and that's it. We walked into the vicinity, and he goes, he pointed right at him. I go, how did you fucking know? He goes, I think they're still talking about it. So then we get my phone fixed, and I know this seems like a weird thing to hype up so big, but I just don't do anything. I don't go see movies. If it's not in my agenda for the day, I don't do it. And it's about 9. What time is it at that point? You can turn his mic on.
It's like 8:30, 8:45.
And we go to see the movie. I go, you want to see a movie? He wanted to go do some comedy at a few places, and I was like, I didn't want to talk him out of it because I like that he gets up on stage a lot. I think it's admirable. You fucking get up. He gets up. He just gets up. The only important thing to do in comedy. Everything else will take its course. And we went to see a movie. And we did. It was fun. Like, we got the tickets, and then
just like a regular movie.
Yeah. And then we got popcorn. He didn't want anything, and we went in.
Did they show a movie?
They showed a movie.
Oh wow!
And we went to see the movie. What did we go to see?
Captain Phillips.
Oh, was that good?
It was. I thought it was really good. Tom Hanks was really fucking good in it. I mean, I don't want to give the ending away, but but anyway, it was a nice night. And we left the movie theater. It was like 11:30. It just felt like I did something. Yeah. Anyway, so it was fun.
I was disappointed. Halfway through, I thought Leonardo DiCaprio was in it. So
that's what you said. Like there's 20 minutes over. He goes, I thought Leonardo DiCaprio was in this. Like somebody that would just go to the movie, like because Leonardo DiCaprio was in it. If I said that name right. I think this is worth talking about, I guess. Did you see Kanye West on Kimmel?
No, but I heard about it.
Well, it's funny that he mentioned that he was. Why am I even discussing it? You know what? Because I discussed it off the podcast. Why?
They had a feud,
and he said that he considered himself a genius, and then you could tell.
Why would Kimmel say that?
Because of the Lie Witness News piece. So. And at first, like, I thought Jimmy did a good interview. I really did. He look, you can't say everything you feel. I'm sure when Jimmy went off the air, he said, but he conducted a respectful interview, but still asked him some questions, But at one point, I get it, he can't. But he goes, he referenced himself as a genius, and then Jimmy said this, which I thought, oh, that makes sense. Like, if you think you're a genius and you play modest, I go, I'm not a genius. Well, that's not being very honest. And I go, well, look, everybody's definition of a genius is different. There's the clinical definition. Is that right? The clinical or the on the paper?
Textbook definition.
Textbook definition. And then we tend to add words on our own. So textbook, maybe, yeah, okay, whatever a genius is, maybe, let's say he is. It's not even worth discussing whether he is or isn't. I add humility in there. It's just another quality, another layer to being a genius is humility. So humility.
Right.
So,
and if you're just a genius in one area, then you're just kind of a savant, maybe. There's plenty of people that are unbalanced and are a genius in one area, but can't even function.
Yeah, no, right. That reminds me, and I'll give my friend Dave Olson a good shout out here. You never meet someone and they're very smart, and then later maybe someone will go, "Oh, they're just so smart they can't even really talk to other people," or they know so much information. I go, "No, that's really smart, but there's a level above that." Right. So your friend is that. Don't try to make it like if there's a 10. I'm just using a number for the 10 of that's the most brilliant person there is. Your friend's an 8. That he can't, he's so smart, people don't, he talks out of people's league and he uses words they don't understand. He's an 8. What makes you a 9 or a 10? My friend Dave Olson. That you don't know how brilliant he is until people go, he's a brain surgeon. You know what I mean? Or
right,
you're like,
right.
what? Yeah, because the part of being brilliant is that when you meet someone else that doesn't maybe have your vocabulary, you make them feel special and you make them feel smart and that's brilliance. So, like, yeah, he's so brilliant. Fuck that. You're not brilliant. If you were brilliant, along with all your other knowledge, you would have the ability to make people feel comfortable around you and talk within their means and not talk down to them. Does that make any sense?
There was a book out a couple years ago called Emotional Intelligence, and it breaks down all the different ways you can be smart. Like maybe Michael Jordan had this sort of physical genius.
Who's that? I'm just kidding.
She's an animator, MJ. But, Todd, can I pay you a compliment? Would that be okay, or would that make you uncomfortable?
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I'm being serious.
To George Carlin?
To George Carlin.
Well, I'm not going to,
But here's my point. Because I think that there's certain people, my son one of them, so that's why I get animated on this one, who are conditioned by school to think that they're not smart, when in fact they're very, very, very smart and off the charts in other areas, whether it's mechanical or building or social or these other things that are dismissed by the education system. I believe you, Todd Glass, are one of those people that maybe got the idea that perhaps your intelligence wasn't as valuable. But I say it is.
I'm a genius. Me and Kanye West. Go
Todd
fuck
Glass
yourself.
is but you know what I mean.
I will tell you this, if it makes you so without having fake humility. There's a big difference in what I'm about to say versus going, I'm a genius. I do get at one point, I did figure out as I got older that although I didn't have a lot of things that I learned in the books, I know like south and north and all that, I'm not good with the map, that socially I'm aware. And I get that I'm not stupid. But when I was younger, I never thought I was stupid, but I just thought there was, hey, look, when I remember at one point thinking, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pass my driver's test because I don't know anything. I flunked every grade. My parents either moved, and thank God I got advanced to the next grade just by pure confusion. My mom would lie, yeah, he's in 3rd grade, and then I'd look at him. But I will tell you this. We did. I'm not kidding you. We moved every year, if not every other year. It had nothing to do with me. It just helped. So I'd be in a regular school, or then I would be in a regular school in a special class, or then I'd be in a special class. I went to Wordsworth Academy, which was a school with all learning disability kids, and somebody paid for it, and we were never allowed to know who it was. Somebody talk about just a very generous thing. I think I might know who it is, but they just paid for me to go. They also were going to pay for me to go to summer camp, but I didn't want to go to summer camp because then I couldn't, I just didn't want to go to camp. Anyways, but there's that. So thank you. That was very kind of you to say that.
You're welcome.
And so there's that. I want to address this really quick because it's so hard in email, and I do like to address the emails. Somebody was saying they heard Jen Kirkman, they loved her, and they were like, I don't even think they knew that we had talked about on the show about when people say, when in the over the years, people that have said, women aren't funny, and my answer to that is why. Not I don't want to argue it. I'm repeating it in case someone's never heard me say it before. Instead of, you never win if you go, what about this person? What about that person? What about this person? You never win.
Have you heard her podcast where she talks about her trainer? I said, I Googled you, and you're a big comedian. Usually I don't think women are funny. Like, he says it right to her. It's really, her take on it is pretty fucking hilarious.
Yeah, because there's in that case, that person was just not realizing, like, right. That's excusable when somebody's in the business and they say it. But I realize you're never going to win the battle by start rattling out the women comedian that you think are funny. You're never going to have them go, holy shit, you're right. So my new question is, I fantasize going, you feel that way, and you expect me to go, hey, you can't be. You feel that way. How about this? I'm going to take a different course of action here. The same, you know where I'm going with this. That's the way you feel. Fuck anyone that disagrees. You said it. It's the way you feel. Jesus Christ. It's the way I feel. I have to have everyone go, well, how do you feel? That's the way you feel. So let's not argue that's the way you feel. How's that for a change? Oh, yeah. Wow. I thought you. Now, can I ask you another question? Why do you want everyone to know that? You don't. I was just very generous with you. Don't fucking play goddamn cutesy fucking games with me. You're smart. I might disagree with what you're saying. And yeah, we're talking about
Bobby Potato Pants.
Basically. But he's not the only fucking person that said it.
No, it's common. I heard someone say it this weekend.
Yeah, and it's not. It's the question is, don't fucking be cutesy. I don't find it cute when you go, what? You've said it more than once. No one has the rep for saying that if they said it once. It gets forgotten about it. You said it. Tell me, why do you want everyone to know? It's like Jay Leno. He goes, I don't spend any of my Tonight Show money. You want everyone to know that. And by the way, it might not be the worst reason that he wants everyone to know it. He might still want to. Jay Leno was a comic for many years. He might still want to think, hey, at the end of the day, I get my money on the road. But you've said it. You're not aware. It's like me. I've said the same thing over and over again. If you said, hey, Todd, you've said this theory on spanking kids 15 times. We went through every podcast. Why are you saying that? I'd go, I'll tell you why.
Right.
I'm not going to be embarrassed. What's your reason? But this person asked me why. Basically, there's not that many women. You could go, well, Todd, you're such a pro. You're so pro that women are funny. Then why aren't there as many women on the show as men? Because women have entered the comedy, doing stand-up comedy fairly recently. And there aren't as many funny women that do comedy as men. But it's just sheer stats.
Right.
There is the same percentage probably. Hey, by the way, there's more unfunny men that do comedy. What if I hit it from there's more unfunny men. That's a fucking fact. And somebody would go, well, yeah, it's just because there's more men. So you do fucking know the answer. So the reason that I don't have that many women, I'm not out there trying to prove a point and trying to just have – I have to think someone's fucking hilarious and will not only fucking hilarious, but want to do this silly – want to do this –
work in the context of the show.
So, whether it's Chelsea Peretti that we've had on the show or Jen Kirkman's been on the show, I think 3 or 4 times, or Sarah Silverman's been on the show. But people like that, or Morgan Murphy that I would – which, by the way, somebody mentioned yesterday. I'm like, oh, yeah, Morgan is – we do bits galore. So that's why it's that it's the example I gave, and then I'll shut the fuck up. Is if somebody will flip it. By the way, you know what? Someone doesn't realize when you flip it, you realize, oh, you're just being a catty fuck.
Right.
Whenever you flip it, and it's like, picture this. You are, picture. I'll think of another profession. Being a nurse women have been in the nursing field a lot longer than men. Now, I get it. There wasn't a day when they were allowed to be. They just slowly integrated into doing nursing. It became a profession. At first, it was looked weird upon, and now it's like accepted. You can't wait till, hypothetically, if there was a day where men were allowed to join the nursing profession. I know there wasn't, but, over a year period, and then go, picture a woman. Women are better nurses. Women are better nurses. Well, why? I don't know. There's more good women nurses than there are men. And the guys would go, that's because we haven't fucking been doing it as long. That's how you sound. Picture it the other way. No, men are not good nurses. No, there's more funny. How come there's no good men nurses? There's no, I'm telling you, women are better at it. It sounds catty. It sounds like that woman that's saying it. What do you think of her? Men aren't good nurses. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here. And because I can't list as many women that are as funny as men doesn't negate what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck. Comedy is the one thing that nobody really gives a fuck. And I do mean this. It's like if you're funny, no one gives a shit. When funny women are on stage, and not trying to be like, oh, I don't know woman or man. I know what a fucking man is. I know what a woman is. I know what black is. I know what white is. I get it. I'm not trying to act so open-minded where I don't even see color. But when you see someone's funny, I'm not thinking when Chelsea Peretti's on stage. I just think that's a fucking funny person, you know? And it's like, so there you go. Tom, I'll give you the last 2 seconds.
I would just like
There
to...
you go. Okay, I always give my guests the last 2 seconds.
Good, I didn't have anything to say.
You didn't? Okay. This is going to be a fun show, everybody. We just get this shit out of the way. It's fun.
You can't have this kind of free speech in Canada. That's a communist country.
Thank you.
Right, Jordan? I disagree. See? That's like a Canadian.
A typical Canadian. How about Kanye West? Did we mention him? What have you guys... I just kept repeating. All right, here's the last thing. We got to... Oh, I am gonna mention this. I'm sweating. I can't wait to finish this piece of paper and then start the silly show. The Redskins. Whether they should have to... do you want to read it? Do you want to read the Redskins? You know, they're having I think that basic people, I'll get enough outs, but if you really understand it, you probably know better than me. They're to not call them the Redskins anymore. Or is it not call them the Redskins or not have that as their... You want to... Yeah, why don't you read it?
Take a second.
Go blah, blah, blah if you have to. Like when you get to parts that aren't important. Parts that aren't important.
He just shows a picture of the Washington Redskins logo, and he says, if it doesn't seem apparent the controversy around the name Redskins, people say it's racist and should be changed. People who are opposing that say no one harbors any real ill will towards Native Americans, and the controversy is largely white guilt and political correctness run amok. Additionally, the Redskins are an old franchise, and their logo and name are part of traditions, which are important to many people. The team owner has come out and say they will never change the name and cited some apparent studies that show that even most Native Americans aren't offended by the name. What do you think?
Okay. Now, here's the way I'm going to hit it, because I don't have a final opinion on this. I do think people can be unjustifiably... Well, look, everyone's feelings are their own feelings. But, like, if somebody said, Todd, I didn't like when you made fun of the hat on my... You know, I go, all right, I'm sorry. I don't have to, because I'm saying we have to address everybody's feelings and treat them with respect and dignity, that I have to change everything. But if you listen, the point is, to someone's feelings, sometimes you will. Sometimes you will. That's what I ask anybody that is right to, oh, come on. If I do a lot of research and I find out that, you know, I'll talk about this now off the podcast. And if I find out, no, this is just all people that are trying to be politically correct, the Native Americans, they don't care. I don't know if there's truth to that. But before we even get into the details of it, they're those people, they're right away, they go, the same people that think you shouldn't say, hey, look, this does come back to the same thing, that you shouldn't say gay as an adjective, or you shouldn't use the word retarded as an adjective. And they think the same thing. This is not gay people or people that have retarded children or people that are retarded and aware. It's not them. It's just these people walking around starting shit. No, it's not. No, it's not. You'd like to believe that, but it's not. And time, by the way, we'll talk about this off the podcast. This might be something where I will keep evolving, but I'm not just writing it off. Time doesn't equal validity. And I think that's what it is. Oh, they're the Reds. Stop it already. It's the Redskins. Stop it. It's like, come on. No.
Did you remember Hugh Fink's joke on this?
What?
I can't remember if it was the Redskins or some other Native American team like the Cleveland Indians. But he said the other and other teams that it's not a problem with, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, the Minnesota Vikings, the Yeshiva University price-slashing Hebes.
Well, Tom, it's funny you say that because they did 3 hats. Because, by the way, my instincts were the same thing. Like, oh, is this now... when you is this losing the cause when but then they put 3 hats on there, and these are the New York Jews, and it's a guy with a big nose and glasses, and he looks like a stereotypical Jewish person. The next one is the San Francisco Chinaman, and it's a guy with buck teeth and a Chinese hat. Now, why would you look at these two? And then there's this one. The real one, the Cleveland Indians, a parody of it.
Right.
So, like, just because it doesn't affect you, and you're like, oh, I don't mean any ill will. It's not, we said, no one is being judged that named the group that or that likes that team. Once you're made aware, then judgment will start. And time doesn't equal validity just because, it doesn't mean it. We're not saying you don't. People are acting like the only reason we should stop that is if people went, let's name it that to insult people that we don't give a fuck about. So since that's not how it happened, why should we stop? Because maybe it just happened because no one was thinking. Because and here's one more thing. That maybe, people go, everyone's speaking up now. I think we owe it to ourselves. It's okay to admit that we live in a world that there's certain good things happening. I don't want to be, a positive in a naive way. But it's okay with all there's a lot of bad things happening right now in the world, and, but it's okay to say there's certain good things. And maybe one of those good things is that we care a little more socially. There's other bullshit going on. I get it. But it's okay to be positive. That we care. We're trying to be caring. Younger people are more caring. So maybe a lot of groups that didn't say anything, now that they see, that group got to them to stop doing that, and that group, maybe they're not afraid to speak up like 40 years ago. Shut up! So maybe people are speaking up because they feel heard and it feels good, and maybe there are. And by the way, why do I have to if I had to put money on it, and I'd rather not, but if someone said, gun to head right now, Todd, we interview 100 Native Americans, gun to head, even though that said, gun to head. Again, I'd rather go, I don't want to guess. I just want to do the research and come back with facts. Gun to head. A lot would care. That line in there, who wrote that? That
Right.
Most of them didn't care.
It's not like the Blackhawks, which is a hockey team in Chicago, or some of the other ones, the Seminoles, which is a specific tribe that sort of puts them on a pedestal, even if it is separating them in a way. This is going after a skin color, which it just seems they would never name a team like that.
No,
they just
but they did it a long time ago.
Well, I remember my grandfather was born in 1899.
Ooh, gross.
He's dead now. He started
that's
every
really gross.
conversation. But guys from that era, and women too, I think, but especially the men when they're talking, they would identify the race of every person that they were telling you about, or the ethnicity. Like, the Chinaman over there who runs the Chinese laundry said this, and the Italian guy, Tony, says this. They would include the ethnic thing as an important part of every story that they told. So that's kind of gone.
That's good. Yeah, you're right.
But
That's interesting.
It was a real thing.
No, as soon as it's coming out of your mouth, I'm going into my arsenal. I go, oh yeah, people would not, and then they evolve to not that it matters,
right? Yeah, not that
to just stopping doing it,
right?
Okay, everybody, take a deep breath. We got one more thing we're gonna talk about, and then there's a lot of good things gonna happen today. We're gonna have so much fun. What's this? I love this quote from Eric.
I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou.
What a great quote. That's great. So simple. That says it all. This show is fucking multi-levels.
I thought there'd be a punchline coming after. Doesn't he usually have a funny thing he says after?
Well, but I erased it by accident, and then till you just said it, I forgot. He said he's the next
Eric's
one.
Sitting there waiting.
Eric, I'm sorry. The next one was from Mike Tyson. Something about getting his dick sucked. But anyway,
go fuck yourself.
Oh,
Eddie Pepitone.
Oh. All right. Here's the last thing we're gonna do, and then we're gonna. Okay, we're good. Okay, this is this is all good because he listens to the show. He has a good sense of humor. Casey. First of all, play this for Casey right now.
Get well soon, Casey. We love you at the Todd Glass Show.
So Casey, a long time ago, came in and sat on the show. He was like, I think on a bus with his. I hope I'm getting the story right because it was like a year ago. I totally remember him, and we've emailed and texted back and forth a few times. He's listening right now, so Casey, don't be mad at me because I have some of the details wrong. But I know when he's had a valve replacement a while ago, and it's basically like open heart surgery. They have to open you up, and he had that once before or twice, but he had to go in yesterday and have they open you up, and they had to fix a valve. So it's like open heart surgery.
Was there a warranty on his previous valve?
That's what we're here to talk about. And so he's recovering, and I know from when my brother had open heart surgery, I couldn't make him laugh like he was in the room. So he's like, "Don't worry, Todd, perfect show." That's why I did that long opening because I knew that there'd be nothing funny. I don't want to like, but so we thought he's recovering now, and I got a text from his girlfriend who said that he was doing really good. It's a tough road back to recovery with that. It takes a lot of, you got to do the breathe and get the balls to go up, and it's frustrating when you blow into this thing.
Yeah, they have a bong type thing where you got to float a ball up in the air. Only there's no weed that comes out of it. You just have to take deep breaths.
And I know for my brother, you want to go home, and you got a lot of work. So, but we send our good thoughts. Why don't we? Oh, let's do one of these for him. Oh, Casey!
Casey, that guy who came in.
Oh, yeah. He was here about a year ago. Casey
He was bragging about his valves all the time.
Yeah. Oh, he wouldn't stop talking about his valves. Oh, my valves are the best in the world. Oh, yes. He was on the tour bus with his parents, and then I called and...
Yes.
By the way, that is true. He emailed me, and he was on a tour bus with his parents in L.A., I think his family, and I said, you can come to the show. We're doing it in an hour, or we're doing it in 10 minutes. He got off the tour bus, got into a cab, and he showed up here. So, Casey, you're everything's going to be fun. You know what, Casey? Maybe we'll do this because we're going to take a break here in a second, and we're going to get – I have some liquid pot here today, and already Jordan – had a little bit of it. I'm going to have a little more of it. I want to see how it affects me. I'm going to have fun. I didn't smoke the last... My ride's here. Every time I see... Look at that. How cool is that? He stops. They drive right up to the intersection, and then they look like they're not going to... Every time I do a ride-along, when those cops hit the intersection, I'm like, they're going to run this red light. Like, there could be a car coming the other way that doesn't hear it. But they always stop, and you're like, fuck. Anyway. So we thought we'd do something nice for Casey because he's probably going to have to go to bed now. So maybe we could just play a little bit. Like, do we have a nice go to bed song? We can send him off to bed. Good night.
Good night to you. Good night to me. Now close your eyes and go to sleep. Good night, sleep tight, sweet dreams.
This is what I play in the car when I drive home late at night, just so I can relax. Casey, it's Todd. I don't have anything to do with. I don't have any idea for bits with the echo, but I just wanted to use it because I knew you would like it. Good night. All right. So. Here's what we're going to do, the last thing, and then we're going to take a break. A nice thing, go around the room, a nice thing that happened to you today. I think it's a good thing to do, and yeah, you're right. We'll play that softly in the background. So, Tom, do you want to start? I like doing this. I think it's a good thing to do.
Yeah. Remember when you said that you like to order food, and if people aren't ready, you'll order anything? And then you'll change your order at the end?
Well, yeah, like when the waiter comes over to your table and you want to get the food ordered, but someone goes, yeah, you go first, but you don't know what you want. Order anything. And then when everybody else orders, when it comes back to you, go, oh, don't kill me, but can I change that? And then you got it going.
Okay.
You did it?
So now I'm ready. I just needed some time. We didn't even need to go around. I was just trying to do it. I was trying to think, what did I do this morning? Now, is this something someone else did or something I did?
Something nice. You got a nap. Like, I think one week somebody said they took a nap. Like, just something simple. You go, I take that for granted. It could be little. It could be big. You could have... It's just trying to acknowledge even the stupidest thing. Like, there was no traffic on the 10, and you couldn't believe it, and you got here, and all that shit.
Yeah, I worked on one of my favorite regular clients this morning, and it was... She paid me way more than she needed to, as usual. And it was just one of these things where I go in there and I probably give a lot more than is expected, and then she ends up paying a lot more. So it was just a nice feeling for everybody this morning.
Well, I like it. Do you have something, Jordan? And by the way, Jordan,
yeah,
this is serious. It doesn't have to be serious what you did, but it's not like
it happened.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm in school.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a test back, and I got 25% off the test for a certain comment on the test he didn't think was appropriate. And I went to him, but I felt it was. So I talked to my teacher. I said, Raj, I think this comment's okay. And he listened to me, and he changed his mind.
Wow.
Can I tell you, I don't think it's fair, I've said it before, to judge like which ones are better, but I think that might be a hard one to beat. By the way, I tell everyone not to make a joke, but then I do. That is a good one because that's like appreciating. To George Carlin, which always means the truth. I like that one is all I'm saying, and I say it in a funny way.
What are you studying?
There is no competition here. It's all, and people know that listen. But I like that one because it's like, yeah, you like somebody heard you, and it was a teacher, which makes it better because that's a good teacher. So the outcome of it is you spoke, they listened, and that could have been enough, even if they didn't change their mind. The fact that they listened, now they listen and they change their mind. So it's a good thing.
I'm in screenwriting. Do you guys want to know what the comment was?
Sure. Well, I think you were baiting. He's like, he goes, I want to have a baseball team called the Big Nose Jews.
So it's a computer course, and it goes, we're just starting the course. It goes, what do you use your computer for in entertainment? And, I listed Netflix and YouTube, and I put porn, thinking nothing of it. Because in our screenwriting classes, we're very open and stuff.
Right, it's not fifth grade.
And he circled and he says, don't talk about this as a professional environment. And then I went to him after I said, it's good to know that now. But the mindset I'm coming in with, I have a more open mindset. But now that I know how you like to run the class, I won't bring up porn. Not that I would.
It was also on the paper to him to you. So it's not like... But I agree with you. I think that that would be like saying, don't bring up you had sex with your wife. This is a professional environment. There still can be etiquette, and within the etiquette that you might want to follow of being graceful... I think you were. I like that he changed his opinion. You weren't like, I like to jerk off all day.
I mean, in my head, I pictured a fight where I'd have to bring up censorship and little arguments.
And statistics about how much the computer is.
How
used.
old was he, the teacher? About
late 20s.
Yeah, well,
and he probably didn't know about porn.
Jake.
Today at my internship, the guy I interned for bought me lunch. And it was a nice thing.
Barry Katz, right?
Yeah, man.
Aristotle, do you guys have one? Come on over. Just don't move the mic. You can do one or you don't have to. It's up to you. Just don't move the microphones.
I went to Whole Foods and had a salad, and then I took a nap, Todd. Thank you.
There you go. Nice. Nothing like a nap. I don't take them that often. I would say 99% of the time I don't, but once in a while I do. You'll have to move over to the mic. Sorry, you're not the only one that has done that. MJ went to come over to the mic and had her headsets on, and they snapped back and hit her right in the chest. Okay, you have to talk into the mic.
It sounds like I was waiting to talk about this because today actually I helped complete this volunteer thing I've been doing on the side with producing a little bit of animation that's going to promote Wolfgang Puck's charity, raising money to make vocational schools for Ethiopian orphans to actually improve their lives. So that was.
Oh my God! I think she made that one up. So yeah, Jordan, she's made that up. So well, that's a good one too. All right, now it's my turn. That's Aristotle. Yes, I like that one. That's I know what you mean. You're like, come on, but no, that you did something today. You're proud that you did it, and it's a good thing. And Aristotle, it's your turn.
Well, today I saved a puppy from a river.
Is that true?
No, I'm just kidding. I wish
I was turning the music off because I wanted to hear it. Not that I didn't want to hear everyone else's. What if I didn't want to hear anybody, so I turned the music up? Like, Jordan, Aristotle, what happened to you today?
Oh, well, today
Oh, that's fun. Good to help people. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I don't even listen.
Well, I guess today I was expecting a full day of work. And it turns out that I didn't have to do a full day of work. I just got to rest, and then I got to come here, and I love being here. And Tom's here, and I love Tom.
Aristotle, if I wasn't in love with you already, I
love everyone here?
Yes, and that I was going to say that I love him even more now.
Me too.
Me, I donated $30 million to the.
You're kidding.
Be Nice to Big Nose Jew campaigns.
At the Yeshiva University?
I just think it's funny whenever you have
Todd
the
Glass building?
The intelligent conversation to adjust. But what if somebody just listens right to that portion of the podcast? They go, you got to listen to this show, and then they hear that, but hopefully they didn't. Well, I'm going to tell you this. By the way, okay, hold on. Let me think. I had all that time, but I was listening. Oh, I'm going to say the movie last night with Jake was just great. I don't know why. When we left that, you know the feeling when you leave a movie theater and you're in this world that doesn't exist, and then you enter outside in the air and it's night, and you were somewhere else. You were removed from the world, and then you enter back into the world with a friend, and it was very special last night. It was really cool. I really liked it, and I called Daniel Kino today. I go, "You're not going to believe what he did. I swear to you." He goes, "If you saw a movie, I'm going to fucking kill you," because I never see movies. So he knew. I go, "I did something last night that I never do before. Eat pussy." Listen. This person, well, we made him a jingle. We had a lot of jingles. Now he's going to reschedule, but he was supposed to be here tonight. You'll guess who it is by the jingle we made for them.
Zach Galifianakis on the Todd Glass Show this week. Zach Galifianakis, we just can't wait to hear him speak.
Now, that's not all we did for him, but that's the one I'm going to play. So he'll reschedule. You know what I love? First of all, I don't like asking anyone to do it. But I love in a weird way when people cancel because it's my opportunity to go, don't even blink an eye at it. You could cancel an hour before the show.
I love it, too, because then I show up.
Well, you were going to be here anyway. And he's got a great story about, well, we'll save it for I think it's, we'll save it for when Zach's on. You can ask him. Okay, so there we go. Here's what we're going to do. And then we're gonna have some fresh air. We're gonna drink it and smoke it and live life. Oh, you know what else I did with Jake? By the way, it sounds like we're dating. We're not. Jake it's so immature of me to even say that, isn't it? It's like it's not necessary.
No one thought that till now.
Thank you. Okay. Well,
I did too.
Yeah. No. You know why? I'll tell you why. It is important for me to mention it because it is. If you're dating, it's something you do. But when you do it with a friend, it's special. You're enjoying a moment that is it makes it's that much more special. So anyway, we also ate at my house. We ordered. We worked on the show, and then we ordered Thai food, and we did the hot washcloth thing. And
now it sounds like we're dating.
You know what? No, it's called being evolved. That's what it's called. I get it. I'm the most insecure person in the world. You know, like when they go, what's a, they call it metrosexual. No, it's called evolved.
No, I'm looking and think, Todd, like you could get Jake.
Oh, wait, I thought you meant that in a positive way when you came out. Like I could, as opposed to like you could. Well, if my show's a hit, it's going to open up a lot of avenues for me. That's why I'm waiting till the show with Comedy Central. I feel very strong about the show. And then, I'll be able to it'll open up the spectrum of people that I can meet. That's the most I talk about it on the show. Daniel tried to get me to talk about, because I'm not with anybody right now. He tried to get me to talk about it. If you listen to the show with him, he's like, "What's going on?" I go, "Oh," and I started to tell him. He goes, "Not in the. I know what you're doing." But anyway, so we had sushi, and then the hot washcloth thing where we talked about it on the first episode of this show. I started it as a joke, where you go, hey, just like at the Chinese restaurants. But it forces you to stop. Right. Like, yeah, that happened. Stop. And put that thing, and then it forces you to take in. No one has to say, take a deep breath. The hot washcloth forces you to it all happens naturally, and you're stopping because you're putting a washcloth on your face, so you're not talking. You're forced to take a deep breath. It's like yoga light for me. And then stop. You're going to eat. It's very special to eat. It's like unbelievable. Like, don't just take it for granted. So we did that. Then we watched Family Guy. And let me tell you something. We smoked pot. And I love that he liked it as much as me because we were fucking... the next day he goes, I think I had a Family Guy hangover. It just does it for me. And I know if there's regular listeners that they're like, it's okay, but and then we don't like to disagree. Just start liking it because then we could be exactly the same. We could be exactly the same. Okay? So here's what I'm going to do. I got that. And then we're going to take a break. We're going to have a lot of fun today. And how long was that opening?
About a little over 50 minutes.
Oh, that's our show. That's shows. That's some shows. That's what they do. Okay, thanks for listening. That's nothing. That's just shit we had to get out of the way before we do our show. Some other people... Well, thanks for tuning in. This is the Bing Schmicky Fucky Show.
We haven't even started trying yet.
No, we're not trying. So we're going to take a break. Casey sent me the Mr. Rogers picture.
Oh, that's from Casey?
Yeah, and it's so cool. It's like so much.
Wow.
Connor.
Casey was the guy with the heart.
Casey is the guy with the valve replacement. That's all we call him now. That's all I am to them. Connor. Not only did he send me this awesome Mr. Rogers thing with the quote, the best gift you can give is to other people is your honest self, which I think if you really soak that in, it says so much because you're forced to go, how many people give your honest self to people? Man, you benefit. Your honest self. Who are you? Give it to other people. Your honest self. The good, the bad, the in-between, the insecure, the everything, your honest self. He sent along with it a CD that I was supposed to, and I did, listen to it while I was opening it. And it really made me laugh, and I think it's worth letting it breathe. So we're going to take a break and listen to this. So this is the CD that Casey sent me that I was supposed to unwrap. What? Connor. Fuck. It takes away the whole special part of it. Fuck! I'm trying to be nice to the guy. Fuck! And did we mention Rue is here, MJ's dog? Yes, we did. Look at her. She fell asleep.
Rue looked a little bit upset.
Yeah, well, Rue goes.
She was feeling left out.
She goes, I go, don't you feel? I go, are you nauseous? She goes, no, just the opening. I thought this was a fun show. The dog's like, so let's listen to Connor's CD that he sent me that I listened to while I unwrapped the Mr. Rogers portrait that he drew. And we'll be back.
Hey, it's your buddy Connor from Colorado. Well, this is a piece of artwork that I made for you because you recently said that you needed some. And, I figured that I should give you some sort of token of my appreciation. This recording is supposed to go along with it to, kind of just make it a little bit more fun for you as you're opening this up. Make it a show, give it some presentation, if you will. So, I hope you like it. I guess now is as good a time as any to open it up. So I'll just give you a second to do that. Yeah, that wrapping paper is a little tricky sometimes. But you getting it? Yeah. Oh my. Oh, shut the fuck up. Look at that thing. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that I cut my own hair off to use that for this painting. And let me tell you, Todd, I wish that I did, but I didn't. That's just how good I am. That hair looks so real, but it's not my hair. Actually, now that I'm looking at this, I think I might have put a little too much work in there. I mean, you don't know shit about art. I should have just splattered some paint on the canvas or something. I mean, man. All right, Todd. Well, you think you could give me some change or something for this? Like, I know you can't really make change for a painting, but there's a little too much value in that if I'm looking at it right. Like, the least you could do is, buy me a plane ticket out there to come and see your show and hang out with you and, maybe put me up in your house or any kind of 5-star hotel. Your house is just like a 5-star hotel, but it's not, and I know that. You'll have to excuse me. I've had some fresh air right before this recording. Todd. So how about that plane ticket, huh? You gonna fly me out there just to be your buddy? No? Well, what the fuck, Todd? What the fuck? Todd, I worked so hard on this thing. I worked so hard, and you didn't even need it. Is it necessary for you to have this thing? No, I don't think so. This is fucking bullshit, man. I slaved my fingers to the bone for you, and you're not even gonna give me that? Really, Todd? I cannot believe you right now. I am absolutely disgusted with your behavior. Honey, why don't you just have him promote your website on his podcast? Yeah, that's a great idea. Except I don't have a website, honey. Well, why don't you just go to squarespace.com? They have deals starting at $8 a month. And if you enter Todd9 at the checkout, you can get a free month's trial. And they mean free. Yeah, great idea. But I can't afford $8 a month because motherfuckers like this guy won't pay me a goddamn cent for all the work that I do for them. well, honey, maybe you shouldn't talk bad about Todd Glass like that. I mean, maybe he's going to say something about it on the podcast. I don't give a fuck what he says on the podcast about me. You think anybody listens to that thing? No. No one does. I only listen to it out of pity. Well, you know, honey, I think your artwork is great.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Be real. By the way, I let that breathe. By the way, in studio, I want to be honest because I think everyone would talk about how funny it was, and it's better to be honest. We didn't listen to it because we took a break.
We listened to it, some of it.
We did in the beginning. So anyway, it really did make me laugh really hard. It genuinely did. So I wanted to play it out. So anyway, there you go. What's his name? Bobby? Connor. I'm just kidding. Come on, I can't joke around anymore.
I heard Casey sent that in.
I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to joke around anymore. I can't joke around.
Connor, just let Casey have this, all right? He's getting a new valve, and you're hogging all the glory. Why can't Casey have the poster?
You mean why can't he get credit for making it?
Why Casey should get the credit for the
Casey
poster.
should get credit for it.
He's getting a new heart valve.
Connor has
you're being selfish.
Well, let's be nice to Connor too, because we don't want to. I think he might go. You're right. By the way, the reason you have to be nice to Connor, he's not here. We're putting our thoughts into his head. He might be like, oh my God, let the guy take credit for it. So from now on, here's the way we'll talk about it. But seriously, I can't believe that Casey made that. It's so beautiful. This is how we're going to reference it. He gets the credit. Connor, you get nothing. Connor, what he ended up doing, he put shit in the mail. Real dog shit, and he sent it to me. And Connor, that wasn't very funny. Casey's nice. He draws me a picture of Mr. Rogers. Here's what I wanted to talk about. I want to play this thing that I love. That lyricist Joe did an opening to the show, and can you get Playground in the Mind, the original one? Can you see if you can find it? It's called I want to tell a story about
how I won that dog's affection.
That's what you turn your mic on for? Yes.
So the one you saved from the river?
No. We got a letter. Listen to this. We wrote someone want us to say hi to their dog. So we went around the room all going, hey.
Oh, I heard that.
Right, well, he won.
Well,
you know what he did? He went. He did this like ear screeching. If he had a dog whistle, that's the only way he could have cheated more. That's what Jake and I were talking about before the podcast. So they write in today and they go, what did you say?
Say you stole my joke?
Well, no, because I don't think that's what happened. And we'll talk about this off the air. How dare you? That fresh drinks that I had are so much fun. All right, listen. So he won Aristotle, but if you listen to the show, he made this high-pitched sound. I mean, like we could have...
But there were no rules against a high-pitched sound.
He did not cheat.
He speaks dog.
I thought that he won because I turned it to him, and I wasn't even looking at it right. I go, okay, you're going to like this, and I show him the email. He goes, do you think I'm Aristotle? I went, oh, shit. I thought for some reason, I know he's not Aristotle, but, I got a lot on my mind lately, Tom. I got a lot on my plate. No one here cares.
Todd, we care.
Well, it just seems like Jen Kirkman thinks he's the only one that's allowed. By the way, I'm done that bit. Jen Kirkman has poop coming out of her vagina. Did you hear that?
I don't believe that's true.
That's what she said. She said...
we know that people have been in there and have excavated. There was a expedition last weekend proving it was in tip-top shape.
All right, listen. Oh, my... Okay, I'm going to tell... The liquid pot is crazy. That's crazy good. But I do want to. I want to try to be. I'm getting a little.
Can I say one thing?
I'm getting a little nervous.
Okay, I just want to, because when you guys were doing the dog competition,
I have to listen very closely.
I was thinking, I know how to win this. If you had said "good dog" in whatever thing, in whatever sort of pitch, I'll bet you that the dog would respond to it because they like to hear "good dog." That's something that they've heard before, like "good dog, good dog."
Yeah, and is that what you did?
No, he
didn't do anything.
But if you said something that triggered the doggy language thing. I think he can win it.
Tom, that's great.
He's not listening.
That's great stuff you got there.
He's writing something down.
I am writing something down. Well, I want to say that what we just talked about off the air, because I think it's, I don't know, it's at least interesting to me.
Who should move their car or something else?
No, you know all the wrong things we talked about. Oh, can I use the bathroom next? No, Tom. I'm talking about when we sat back down and we started to do the show again. Tom, so far you're doing great. You always
Tom Martin.
Now we're ready to start the Tom Martin Show. Hi, everybody. I'm Tom Martin. Welcome to the Tom Martin Show. We're here with Todd Glass as our guest today. Todd, I'm glad.
The Todd Martin Show.
Oh my God!
Tap, tap.
Oh yeah!
First of all, I gotta let everyone know you had no idea we had
No
that, did
fucking
you?
way.
I was great.
That's
Play it again,
hilarious.
please. Play it again, please.
The Todd Martin Show. Tap, 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 little Martin.
Anything we do that's based about Tom Likas is purely from James Adomian. This bit is credited to James Adomian.
I know, I'm just trying to-
Give him credit, bang.
Boom. Hello. All right, listen. So I want to talk about what we talked about off the podcast. I was sitting here and I was going, "Oh my God, I said, I think I want to be higher." And then I turned to everyone in the room and I said, if I said that about drinking, it just sounds pathetic, or certainly not like you reach.
Like
a
I want to
certain-
be drunker. Doesn't
I
sound.
want to
as-
get drunker. I get that sounds like, oh, you have another beer and you'll get drunker. We all know that's what's going to happen. But you don't have to go, I want to be drunker. It's like, yeah, when you're 19, maybe you say that. Let's get drunker. But then you learn what liquor feels like, and you. It doesn't mean it's any healthier for you, but there's certainly maybe a sort of a decorum which you drink as you get older. You can still have a lot of fun, but even the most fun comedian is in a bar at night. We should get drunker. Right? But with pot, why do I think it's okay? Or maybe it's not. I'll tell you why I defend it. Do you want to know why?
Yes, sir.
We'll tell you after this. What were you going to say? And then I'll tell you.
Because doesn't that assume when you say you want to get drunker that you're trying to like numb something away, like opposed to when you're just trying to get higher, just kind of trying to have more fun?
Well, I think that people could use both vices for the good and bad. I can say one time I've smoked pot. I know this for a fact when I was upset. One time in my whole life. So for me it doesn't, but somebody else I'm sure medicates with pot, and the same thing with liquor. So I don't think it necessarily says that. Not that wasn't great that you said that. I'm trying to be positive. This one starts crying, runs out of the room like fucking one of the Bradys on the Brady Bunch when I was growing up. You don't really do that. I try to have a lot of comedy in the show. So anyway,
we have a lot of fun here. With our comedy program is so full of comedy. All the time we try to make comedy. That's how we do it here. We love comedy.
We love it.
Anyway,
We're
we'll
so
do it now and then.
crazy.
We'll just do a comedy
All right.
thing.
So anyway, that's all I'm saying. But I think it is because of this. I think because I've said this a lot. You would just say I'm a regular smoker. I smoke about 3 or 4 days a week. It used to be less. Now it's about 3 or 4 days a week. I don't smoke during the day, so maybe it gets out of my system enough where here's what I'm trying to maybe make some sense of it. Maybe it is like pot is like the first time you drank, because every time I smoke, it's an experience. Mm-hmm. It's not like to maintain it. Like I get high. So I don't feel that way with liquor. I know exactly the feeling. It doesn't mean it's not a good feeling. 5 drinks doesn't mean that's the happy place that puts you. But it's not a new feeling. I know exactly how I'm going to feel. It's predictable, and there I will be, and there I might enjoy it. But with pot, you don't know what you're going to get. Oh, it's always in the area of some paranoia, stuff like that. But then it's like the first time every time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And right now, that pot liquid I'm on, fucking out of my mind. Like I'm a little nervous. Am I making sense right now?
Totally, yes.
Okay, I'm okay. I just have to be very careful. So here's what I want to do. So I conduct a very straightforward interview now. We were going to do 7 funny bits in a row right now. I want to play the opening. Is that okay? Is it?
Sure.
Are you trying to scare me?
No.
Okay. If anyone does not want to hear the opening, now's the time or forever hold your peace. All right, here we go. Oh, can you get the real one? Can you get the real one? Play that first. Thank you. Everybody masturbates to this. That's what my friend told me when I was younger. He goes, oh, everybody masturbates to this song. Play it again, it'll make sense. My friend Vinny Piscatelli, he goes, oh yeah, you don't masturbate to this song? Everybody does. I'm just kidding. What if this would be the worst song to masturbate to? Not that there's any good songs, but this would not be the song. I mean, this would not be a song. There's no way if this helped you that you have a problem.
Yes, this would be the worst song.
Oh, who's singing this? That's not a good version. No, I don't like that version. Shut that off. There's a regular version, the original one, like from Clint. Oh, you don't have the internet. Oh, it's all right. Let's play this new one. I love it. This is what I want to play every morning when I get up.
Everyone's masturbating now.
Oh, wait. Get that out of your head. Listen.
When Thursday night gets me down and there's no show to be found, I close my eyes and soon I find I'm in a playground in Todd's mind with the family laughs and the family plays and Todd sings a song all day.
This is very narcissistic of me. I get it. Is that weird? Was narcissistic is the word I used before. Some weeks I listen to them and I don't realize it as much, although, they're my favorite thing, jingles. They don't have to. I love yours. I love everybody's. But when it's you, somebody writes around the show and you're listening to it, some weeks I sit here and I go, is this wrong?
No, it's not.
Because everyone was staring at me.
Because there's Todd Glass.
I thought everybody was staring.
There's the Todd Glass that's...
I thought everyone... That's why I stopped enjoying it. Because I thought, here's the worst part about listening to a jingle with your own... Like, it's all about your name, is that I had my hands in the air and I was dancing. Like, what am I, fucking... Why don't I go and fuck myself?
Look, I don't know if you do that at home, dance to your own Todd Glass jingle.
I did
that
once.
might be weird. But at the Todd Glass show, it's perfectly appropriate, and it's what people want.
Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. I've listened to them at home. A lot. I swear to God. To George Carlin. Like, I'll go 3 months where I don't listen to them, but like if they're new and when he sends them to me, I do listen to them.
Yeah, well.
Why not?
Yeah,
and I'm always paranoid at the gym if I'm listening to a new one, someone comes over, hey, what are you listening to? And like, would never happen. It would never happen. I get it, but it's still funny. Oh, no, I'm just listening to some songs. What songs? What do you care? Who are you? I just see you enjoying that music so much. I'd like to listen to whatever you're listening to. You must have good music taste. The smile on your face is so unbelievable. Look, buddy, don't worry about it. I'm listening to it's a new band. They're an indie band. Get away from me.
Meanwhile, you're wearing a Todd Glass shirt and a Todd Glass...
Yeah, and the guy goes, well, in my scenario, the guy literally takes my headsets, and he goes, no! You're hogging all the good music? Whatever you're listening to is putting the biggest smile on your face, and I'm going to take those headsets. He rips them off, puts them on, and hears Todd Glass. Here's what he hears. He goes, are you Todd Glass? I say, yeah. Are you Todd Glass?
Yes.
And this is what you were listening to?
I can't remember.
This is your name over and over again.
Oh, yeah, I guess now that you mention it.
What do you mean now that I mention it?
Well,
listen to it. Let it breathe.
Thursday night gets me down.
This is your Todd Glass.
Yeah, but I don't see what that has to do with anything so far. It's a great song. See? I'm innocent of your charges.
It's all clinical. I'm innocent of your charges. Okay, Tom, you might have to take control.
Okay, I'm ready.
But up to now, I'm fine.
This is the Tom Martin Show. Do you care?
The Tom Martin Show.
Hey, Tom, when should you feed your dog? Never.
Martin.
When should you get rid of a host of a podcast? When he's 29.
Can you play this? Did you ever hear this song? Can we have some echo?
She's so
What?
Huh? She ain't.
Nobody knows what the hell you're saying.
Good, right, guys? Talk, I start to mumble.
Intelligible.
What do you think? This is what I used to do when I did this live. I used to open up my show with it. 2 people would applaud because it was too long, and I go, "Oh, you like it? I'll do it again." And then, "Oh, sure, I didn't know you liked it. I thought it was stupid." I won't do it now. Sometimes I do it 3 times. All it took is 2 people laughing so hard they were punching the wall. That's why I love the podcast. You get to do more stuff like that. Thank you very much for all the great fun we give you. We're gonna do a video today for the show, and I'm very excited about it. It's gonna be fun. I'm plugging what's coming up. But that's a good song, isn't it?
It's fantastic, Todd.
Hey, Tom, act like you're at therapy. What is this one? Act like you're at therapy, and the therapist plays this in his headsets. Just do a little bit of it.
What am I in for?
You're in therapy because your wife just left you.
Okay, got it.
Okay. And then the therapist puts his headphones on. He goes, "These are noise-canceling headphones, but except I can hear what you say." And you believe him because you're an idiot for the bit.
Okay, so, doctor, you're still able to pay attention.
Oh, of course. These headsets cancel out any other noise so I can concentrate on what you're saying. Tom, you need to just, on our first visit, really tell me the way you feel.
All right. Well, I feel lonely now that my wife is gone, and we've been together so long since college, and I just feel like, I want her back, and I'll do anything to get her back. And I recognize that might not happen, but if you could just give me any sort of tips, either to how to get this empty feeling out of me, or I get the feeling that the way your head is bobbing around, that you're maybe you're not listening to my concerns.
Oh, I'm so hold on.
paying $200 an hour.
No. I was,
and I just see your head bopping around and your eyes darting around the room. I get the sense that you don't care about my problem, which is fine. But I'm just paying you.
Could you be being a little paranoid?
But it's possible. I admit it. But
I heard everything you said, and to prove that I've heard what you said, you're dealing with what a lot of men or women go through at a breakup. Think your biggest problem is that you are fine. A lot of the things you're thinking and the things you told me, that's what happens. You have to go through those phases, and you're okay. If you're sad, it's okay to be sad. He didn't listen to one fucking thing he said, though.
It sounds
Get it? You
like
say that
that's
to anyone.
Very generic.
Oh.
I'd like to know, doctor, if you could.
You tell me why you think it's generic.
Well,
seriously, I'm listening.
All I hear is you making sort of vague kind of generalizations about any relationship. Yeah, a breakup is hard. A breakup is hard. Now you're clapping. Why are you clapping?
Oh, you know what? That was rude. Can I be honest with you?
Sure.
My son is having a valve replacement.
Oh.
And
that must be very hard for you.
Well, it is. I mean, he's doing great. He got out of the hospital the other day, and I've got that on my mind, and I just wasn't in the mood to hear your problems.
I accused you of being insensitive.
Well, I was being insensitive because I could have taken the day off, but I need the money to pay for the operation.
Doctor, can I try your noise-canceling headphones?
Well, I'd rather you not. And,
no, I really
and curtain. Hey, how dare you? You know what I love about this song? By the way, I agree. But what if I didn't agree? We think we're in this hot bit.
We're nailing it.
He's like over there going, I bet they need that song. Matter of fact, I would say every time he plays it, I've needed it. I never felt like, wait a second. I'm always like, thank God, where the fuck were you 3 minutes ago? When I forget that we have a Maybe We Could Stop song. What do you want to play here? You like this song? Oh, wait, it's a karaoke festival. Let's not turn it into that. Is there anything else I need to talk about? Oh, I thought this would be a funny Thanksgiving little story here, Tom.
Todd, real quick, do you remember that joke? I can't remember the comedian, although I know he's dead. But
was it me?
No. But
I'm not interested.
But it's a dead comedian, so you can just have a bit.
Oh,
no,
sure.
It's a well-known bit. I just can't remember.
When comedians die, you're supposed to take their bits. Otherwise, they get wasted and they rot for no reason.
You might know.
Die for no reason.
You might know the comedian who did this. It was something like, today my therapist said something to me that brought me to tears. After 15 years, it brought me to tears. No hablo inglés. Do you know who did that joke?
No.
Gosh, I can't think of his name.
No,
Somebody knows out there.
That's a real winner. No, I'm being mean.
I can't.
There, I tricked you. No, you know what? I'm being mean on purpose. No, that was the late. He died about yesterday. That's why I'm making jokes. No, I don't know who that is. Why would I do it if he just had passed away? I don't like to make dead jokes. Everything's going to be fine. Oh, so this would be a funny Thanksgiving story. It's like a little sketch, and I'll teach it to you because we were doing it the other night. But it could be like a Thanksgiving picture if it was Thanksgiving and this happened. Maybe, and we'll do it twice. This would be a good cartoon, maybe. You don't say it, just do it. I know. Anyway. So anyway, you're at Thanksgiving and you see me and you go, I used to know a comedian. You're like dating my you're dating someone.
Oh, so it's like a cocktail party setting. We're all
sitting around the table.
Okay.
It's a Thanksgiving dinner. We're all sitting around the table. Let's say for story purposes, you are dating my sister.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
You're dating my sister, and you say you used to know a comedian.
Okay.
And he, this guy was funny.
Yeah.
He made me laugh, and God damn it, I haven't seen him in ages. His name was Todd Glass. Then I go, I am Todd Glass. Oh, I think I just gave it away. That's okay.
Should we still do the bit?
Oh, it's still funny. You know what's so funny? This is proof. I am liking that we are living what I want to do on this show right now. I was about to go, I just gave it away. And I went, no, I didn't. This is how we did it at the restaurant the other night. We talked the bit through, and then we did it 10 times. We still enjoyed it every time. Now, maybe I'm overthinking it. And maybe, no, it is fun because it's so. All
right, well, I'll start making small talk with your sister. Just like a normal
so much
family
like,
Thanksgiving.
You got to be an idiot, by the way, to go for me to like look at you and go, oh my God, so let's try it. Okay.
Okay.
I do stand up.
Okay. These yams are as sweet as your pussy.
Oh, well, now why? That's a horrible way to take it.
Is that the wrong way to
I think that might be overpowering to the bit.
Wow, this is great being here. Your family's the greatest. I hear you're now.
Why does the guy who remembers me have to be a buffoon?
Oh, he's not a buffoon.
Well, it seems like you're playing him real stupid.
No.
I mean, I want the guy that...
No, that was at first. I transitioned out of it. Now I'm a regular, respectful guy. So I'm very happy to be here with the glasses.
Let me give you a little... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. What?
I'm happy to be here with the glasses in Thanksgiving. I want to make a good first impression on the family. I'm with your sister, Emily.
I do stand-up comedy.
And... Todd, I understand you do say
no. You for the bit you don't know my name.
Okay.
You're just talking.
So what do you
to
do?
Me. Oh, I do stand-up comedy. And then you tell me a story about a guy.
Are you kidding me?
You tell me about the funniest guy in the world,
greatest guy I've seen. I think he's out of Pittsburgh or something. He's so fucking funny. I mean, I've seen him like 10 or 20 times. Seen him
What's
on
his
TV.
name?
It's Todd Glass.
I'm Todd Glass.
You're Todd Glass?
I'm Todd Glass. You know what? Sometimes things that work one night don't work another night, and It's just the bit.
Where did it go from there?
The bit nowhere.
What do I marry this girl? What happens?
No, you just go. You go. Let me do it the other way around and see maybe. You know what? I'm glad I didn't give up. Okay, let me do it the other way around. Then you say I'm Todd Glass.
Okay.
Okay. Can I have a little background music or whatever you call that shit? I really like to. All right. Well, what bit are we doing?
This food is delicious. I'm Todd Glass.
How you doing?
Pretty good. How do you like my sister?
Oh, shit. I know what bit we're doing. I'm sorry. I got lost. I'm going to admit it. I got totally lost. I know what we're doing. Watch. Everyone be impressed. Don't get nervous for me.
Sis, I don't know about this guy.
Okay, ready? So, I really, what I'm talking about, what I did, and then I'll go. So, what do you do?
Oh, I'm a stand-up comedian.
Stand-up comedian. Mm-hmm. I used to know a guy back in Philadelphia. This guy, look, I'm not saying I know everybody's going to be, like, funny, but this fucking guy was funny. He used to make us laugh, and hell, fuck, I just remember, I don't remember what happened. That was, like, 25 years ago.
What was his name?
He was a funny motherfucker. Todd Glass.
I'm Todd Glass.
You're fucking Todd Glass?
Yeah.
There you go. I think I might have. You have to really be like, he was funny. Brown hair, thick eyebrows, funny motherfucker. All right. You can turn that wonderful music off.
With the bailouts.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
I'm happy.
You want to sing along? Can you play the drums?
Happy. I'm walking down the street on a sunny day.
Hubba, 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 hubba.
Had a feeling in my bones, I had my way.
Hubba, 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 hubba.
Cause I'm a happy boy. Happy boy. A happy boy. Happy boy.
Ain't it good when things are going your way? Play it over. Play it over. We're all going to do it. It's going to be fun. Play it over from the beginning. Happy boy. Happy boy.
Happy.
You'll figure it out.
Happy. Happy. I'm walking down the street on a sunny day.
Hubba, 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 hubba.
Had a feeling in my bones, I'd have my way.
Hubba, 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 hubba.
Cause I'm a happy boy. Happy boy. happy boy. Happy boy! Ain't it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey! My little dog Spike got hit by a car. Hubba, 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 hubba. Put his guts in a box and put him in a drawer. Hubba, 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 hubba. 'Cause I'm a happy boy. Happy boy! Oh, happy boy. Happy boy! Ain't it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey!
Come on, let's Jake. Just Jake.
I forgot all about it. Then I looked in the door and started to laugh.
Hubba, 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 hubba.
'Cause I'm a happy boy. Happy boy! A happy boy. Happy boy! Ain't it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey.
Take it home, Aristotle.
Todd, I just finally figured out the lyrics.
We don't need the reverb anymore, but thank you.
I hope you like I.
It's not free, the reverb.
I hope you like I is what's hanging everyone up. No one ever says, I hope you like I.
Oh, can you play that?
Hey, hi, hello, this is the
Well, of course they don't do it. That's why it's a clever twist.
No, but it's really messing things up.
Well, it does. Tom, I thought you were serious. I'm like, that's why it's like it's a poetic, like comedic license, and you go, well, here's the problem. Tom, you were kidding, right?
No, I was kidding.
That's fucking great.
In a way.
Well, wait a second. Now we've got problems again.
While it rhymes, it's not a turn of phrase that you would say a lot.
No, that's why. Otherwise it wouldn't be good lyrics.
Todd, that's against songwriting rules.
Let me hear it. Let me see if I can do it. I think I've got it down.
Hey, hi, hello, this is the chat guy. Hey, hi, hello, thanks for stopping by. I like you and I hope you like I. Hey, hi, hello, hi, goodbye.
Fuck, that was the best I could ever do, I bet. I don't think I should ever try it again.
Can we all,
and by the way, that wasn't that great, I have a feeling, the way you were all looking at me.
What did you say? Go around the table and try to sing that song.
This song? What song? You like this song?
Hey,
hi, hello. Let's play. Wait, what did you say? I don't know why I'm all of a sudden. What'd you say?
Real quick, let's just go around the table and try and sing that song.
Well, who thinks they could do it?
Oh, I could get most of it.
Do you think you could do it? I don't think I could get it. Do you want to listen to it? Listen to it twice and then see. Oh, that's right. We forgot. You weren't here, so you know what to do. For a second, turn that. Bring the mic over for a second. And Jake's very, 1 week he clocked a guy for trying to steal his mic. I think you know what I'm talking about. That's funny when you say, I think I know what you're talking about, when you're talking about what they thought you were talking about. Like, I got a ticket the other day, and I think you know what I'm talking about. You got a ticket? Yeah. Then why did you say you think you know what I'm talking about? Because I thought you did. Yeah, but you only say that when it's a double entendre. Well, I don't do it that way. I do it for regular stuff. I don't know why. It's funny, that's why. I'm funny. I can't help it. It's not my fault I was born this way. It's a curse. Everything I do. It's just so... Thank you. You know, I feel like Aristotle's the only one who really understands.
Hey, Todd.
Well, he comes from a gifted family. He understands.
Wait, what about this? What about, like, you're on that, you think you're that funny, but I'm the principal. Or no, you're in prison. I'm the warden. And I'm trying to get you to, okay, principal.
Okay, I like that better.
And you won't...
Principal at a prison.
Principal at a prison, sure.
Oh, you're the warden.
A juvenile.
You're the warden. Get it? I went full circle.
And I'm just trying to get you to understand that you're not being funny, but you're that confident in yourself that you think you... I need you to settle down, and if you ever want to get out here...
Yes, sir!
See, I'm getting the sense that you're not really being respectful when you say, yes, sir. You're joking again. You're joking again.
No. I'm being totally serious. Yes, sir. I'm trying to do my job. That's right. 10-4 or 10 hot, whatever you say.
See, I get the sense.
I really fucked it up. So you think I did it to be a dick? I got nervous. Yes, now the time.
All right. Well, the reports, every report I'm reading on you is he thinks he's funny. He's always trying to be funny.
No, sir. I'm here to protect the military. I'm here to work in the military.
Are you fucking kidding me? Do you want to?
I don't know I don't know a lot of the. Look, I had a podcast and I couldn't learn the song "Hey, how are you?" So I forget a lot of the military songs. I know it's to protect and to serve or whatever it is.
You've gotten 5 citations. On the 6th citation, you go to a real prison. Is that what you want, Todd? Because we'll send you to a real prison. One more citation. Now, we need you to stop being funny all the time or what you think is funny. We need you to be serious, do your work, do your time, and we'll get you out of here. Can you do that? Can we just end this meeting?
Yabba dabba doo. Oops. Hey, you motherfucker. You can't shoot me just because I'm making jokes you don't like.
Oh, you think it's fun? You still?
No, you can't shoot me. You're fucking.
I just shot you. Ha ha ha. Who's funny now?
Be the worst shot in the world. The worst. I think. Did we do this yet? You just keep shooting me, but you're grazing me all over the place. Finally, I bait. Well, you'll see what happens. Here we go. Did we do this once?
No.
Okay, here we go. Go. Keep shooting me.
Not so funny now, is it?
Are you trying to shoot me?
How did I miss you?
Jesus
Take that.
Christ, you just grazed my ear.
You want another?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Quit wiggling.
Oh, my God, just shoot me already.
I'm trying to.
Kill me.
Quit flopping around.
I can't just shoot me in the head. You fucking just hit my big toe 5 times, you stupid pile of shit. Shoot me. Oh, my God, you missed. Everyone, bring the gun over here and shoot me in the head. I'm
Still clowning, aren't you? Still clowning.
I want to end my life.
Ha
Oh, my God, stop shooting me in the hair, you fucking idiot. You hit my hair again. It burns, you fucking piece of shit.
Yes, you go on Jay Leno with this routine.
I hope people are liking it, because I do care. I'm not like Kevin Meaney. I remember Kevin Meaney. He used to say he didn't care. I care. I'm not afraid. I do. I care.
That's very interesting. I care.
Oh, that's very interesting. I care. I do care. I really care. I care. I care. I really care.
The topic you mentioned has my full attention. I care. I care.
That's right. I care, and everybody knows it. You fucking know it.
Really care. Look out, Louis C.K. Let me hear what you say. I care. I care.
I care. I really care. I care. Yes, I care.
Mr. Glass.
I really care.
There's been more complaints. If you're not going to stop singing, we're going to put you in solitary.
Oh, we're still in that bit? You know what's funny? Oh, shoot me. By the way, for that bit to make sense, someone has to be like, why can the other person keep shooting them? Why can't they run towards them then?
Because I
they
think
tied up.
There's probably
make the bit make sense. Whatever you have to do in your
there's
head.
enough guards around.
I'm exhausted trying to make these bits make sense. You want me to do it for you?
He was a bad shot, one thing, but you were also kind of manic and running around and kind of just moving.
Well, I think it's a twisted, very comedic plot where someone's begging to be shot, but the other person just keeps grazing them. Like it's like shoot me already. Like the worst you do is hit me like in the finger and then in the toe, but shoot me. Anyway.
But is it because the gun's bad or is he a bad shot?
I don't remember. Who cares anymore? I'm tired of caring. All I do is I do care, and you know it. And I always said I care. All right, hold on. Christine, I care. Look out, boo, 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 boo. Kevin Meaney. Mm-hmm.
I hope you like me.
All right, listen.
I hope you like I.
Everything. Yeah, try it. Oh, yeah. So anyway, back to you. So listen to it twice, and then see, I want to see how close you can get, okay?
Do I have to go first? Could you do a lap the other way? You want me to go first?
Well, no. You don't have to go first. Let's play it 2 times for the. Do you want to try it? Okay, here we go. So play it twice. This is, is it funny? Out of everything I've done on this show that I thought that's going to be a running bit, and then a week later we don't do it. This thing I won't let up because I just am amazed. I want to see how people do it. So anyway, play it.
I've never heard this song before.
Oh, I thought you listened to the show, you son of a bitch.
You said
you're backlogged my ass. Get him the fuck out of here.
I was here to buy a car. You brought me upstairs talking about hot towels and things. I don't even know where I'm at.
Yeah, there you
Sorry.
go. So here, play it twice. And by the way, there's no right and wrong way to do this. I can't remember it. It took me listening to it 50 times. So play it once.
Hey, hi, hello, this is the chat guy. Hey, hi, hello, thanks for stopping by. I like you and I hope you like I. Hey, hi, hello, hey, hi, goodbye.
I think I got it.
Play it again.
Hey, hi, hello, this is the chat guy. Hey, hi, hello, thanks for stopping by. I like you and I hope you like I. Hey, hi, hello, hey, hi, goodbye.
All right.
I got it.
Let's go. No
Ready?
fucking around.
All right.
Hey.
Are you listening to the song we're
Yeah,
listening
it was the exact same thing.
Well, we had this trouble last week. That was
No,
I
it
gotta
sounded
be honest.
great. I don't know, but I don't know
loved
about the
it.
earphones.
I loved it.
I mean, mine are sound.
I loved it.
What are you hearing?
I loved it. Whatever
Well,
you
thank you.
did, because I went from negative to positive.
It's great.
I love it. It's a good sound. I love
Well,
somebody
thank
that
you.
thinks they're that good. You're like, maybe it was a little off. You're like, I don't know about that.
I'd have to disagree
There's
with
a
you,
little,
Todd.
yeah, there's a little pitchy at the
Was
end,
it
but I
pitchy?
liked it.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I like when they you know what? I think
Yeah,
they
thank
would
you.
never. The American Idols. Thank you very much. The American Idols. They never. There must be people that go up there and go, go fuck yourself. They don't show those. Wouldn't that be a great? I'd watch that. The outtakes for $150. If they sold a CD that was outtakes, I'd think I'd want it. Fuck you. What do you know? You're on the show, you fucking piece of shit. By the way, I think The Voice does it the best. As far as proving that you can have a competition, there's an element of you have to dismiss people, and that is why people watch, because you do weed people out. But I think they do it with the most respect that they can for having a show like that. I do. I think some of the others, they don't get into too much of the drama. They just, we pick people, they sing, we talk about their quality, they sing. We don't try to create fake drama. By the way, you notice everybody on those shows, their dad just died, or their mother just died, or somebody's got cancer. Jesus Christ. Is anybody healthy that wants to sing?
Right. Or
Does everybody have families that are all dying? Because can't any people go, I want to sing and my family's all fine. You know why they don't know, and it's sad. And that's a lot of times talked to them by the producers of the show, because they know it pulls on people's heartstrings. And it does when it's real, and it's not every fucking time. At this point, there's a point when you disrespect your audience by what you do, and I think it's always funny they don't realize it. Like, if your common denominator is thinking that dumb people will buy it, well, then, okay, is that what you aim for? But if your goal is to treat intelligent people with respect,
well, what about
then you stop doing that shit, because you're a producer backstage going, don't do that anymore. We've done it every week. It doesn't pull on anybody's heartstrings anymore.
But see, I think they're not even trying anymore because it's so cliche, and they think they can get away with murder. If you just lay down a bed of that sensitive music that, like, you played when I was giving Todd a compliment, this is how hard they're trying now. And this next singer, he graduated from high school. He wanted to get a new car, but his father wouldn't let him have that new car. So he had to get a used BMW. And this thing had a sticky window. It wouldn't roll down.
So he
wasn't sure if he would make it. Him and his father, they didn't speak much after that, except at dinner every night. His mom was a great cook.
Wherever you go,
this is him singing after that.
you might wander in your life, surely you know. I always want to be.
Oh, and then they do the other thing where someone will come up and be like, "Oh, this person's going to be horrible." So they're like, "Hold on, let's do this right here." So it'll be like this. It'll be like, "Can you put some reverb in my voice?" And you talk to me like I'm up on stage. I walk out. And I'll tell you when. You'll know when, like when it's insinuating. My name's Billy.
Are you're the new? You're the performer from Philadelphia, Billy?
Yeah, I'd like to sing.
What kind of style of music are you going to play, Billy?
I like the Beatles.
All right. We can't wait
It's
to
so
hear
much fun. It relaxes me at work. I sing all the time. I set up a PA at work.
This guy, by the way, he's just dumb. Don't worry, this bit's okay.
And what kind of work do you do, Billy?
I work at a deli.
Yeah, and you sing around the deli.
I sing all the time. All my friends, they call me Singing Belly. Sorry, I have sinuses.
All right, Billy. Well, let's hear the song.
All right, here I go.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart, and you can start.
Yeah. Oh, then they're all
Wow,
like, she's
Billy.
Billy's.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
impressive.
Really?
I didn't expect that. If you could just get your sinuses clear.
People blow their nose at the table. Give me a goddamn break. We got German listeners. A lot of people listen in Germany.
Jag går omkring och skräpar men har gör mycket att göra. Jag undrar om det händer något spännande idag. Jag pillar mig i näsan, allting är en salig.
Oh, I should set this
Is that
up. Somebody
Swedish? It sounds
somebody
Swedish.
sent a song in. This is about the Todd Glass show in Swedish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know Swedish, so that's why I hope I'm not offending
It's a
anybody.
Germanic language.
Well, whenever I'm
I mean, if you look at that tree of languages in the back of the old dictionaries.
Hey, are you going to try it? The song? Yes.
Yeah, I'll give
We'll go back to my German song. This song is what was I going to say about the German song? Okay,
it's from Sweden.
Oh yeah, it's from Sweden. They wrote a song about the show, but we'll play it right after we hear Jordan sing. Okay, here we go. You want to listen to it one more time to refresh yourself?
No, let's just go through.
You know what? If you insist, we'll play it one more time. No, I think you should play it. Argue with me like you're okay. No, let's play it one more time.
No. I feel like I'm ready. It's
I don't
Chris,
know. You know,
right?
one more time.
It's a song about Chris?
It's just no. This is just hey, how are you? How you doing?
Yeah. Hey, how are you? How you doing?
Who's Chris?
The guy, Chris. Hey, how you doing? It's Chris. Yeah, no, I know what the song is.
Yeah, you remember key points of the song. And then
All right, here we go. Let's give it a shot. Okay.
Hey, how are you? My name is Chris, and I'm doing my song. My name is Chris. Come and meet me. The song ends. That's that. See, I don't even know that I'm getting the song wrong because I'm so confident in it.
Right.
And I'm pissed off that you even asked me about the song. That's how confident I am. Yeah, the fucking Stewart song. Yeah, okay. Hey, my name is Stewart, and I'm definitely that guy. Something, and not.
Okay, I got to stop you, Jordan. That's really good, but you're a little, and it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Because you tried so hard. You're a little off. There's no Steve in it, but you were good. You got the rhythm of it.
It's a Steve song.
Do you want to hear it one more time without?
Yeah, let's play it. I know this.
You want to hear it? Okay,
just Steve song.
Okay, let it breathe. Just listen to it, because you might go. I don't mind if at one point you're like, "Oh my god, I really did have Steve in my head for no reason." So just play it for him one more time.
It's the fucking Steve.
All right, play it for him one more time.
Todd. Hey, I'm the Steve guy.
No. That's you. That's you. But I know. Let the song. Don't interrupt. Like let the song. By the way, I'm just trying to help you because you seem like you're getting a little flustered. Okay, listen.
My mom used to rock me as she would breastfeed me and sing the Steve song. I don't need to be told. I know the song.
Jordan, just do me a favor.
I know the fucking Steve song.
And by the way, you have a really cool voice. Like, so I'm not trying to be. If I thought your voice wasn't good, because you got to calm these people down. This type of character. No, listen. Listen to what I'm saying. You have a word. It just. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Let everybody hear it. Just let it go through, and then sing what you think you hear. But just let it breathe. Don't interrupt it. Like let it play through. And maybe at one point during it, you'll be like, "Holy shit!" But maybe you'll be like, "No, that's the song I hear." And then you'll sing it again.
Do you know what I hear you saying? You're stupid.
Oh, not at all.
You don't know the Steve song. That's what I hear.
Maybe just play it because he'll have to listen to it.
Hey, hi, hello, this is the Chat Guy. Hey, hi, hello, thanks for stopping by. I like you and I hope you like I. Hey, hi, hello, hey, hi, goodbye.
Okay, did you hear that?
That's the wrong song.
Okay,
you're playing the Chad song. We were talking about the
Okay,
Steve
what's the right song? Let me hear it. Play along. Sing along with this.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hey,
I'm hello, and I'm the Steve guy, and I'm doing things for the community. And if you see me hanging out, you should know that I'm a nice guy.
You know what? Good job.
That's the song.
Yeah, you had it closer than we thought. Isn't it funny to get nervous? Like this guy, like, you know what? That was great. I love it. Why is delusion always so funny? No, and cockiness. You're like, why does this motherfucker need me to re-listen to it? I know the song. I was breaking the bit. Sometimes I do that in the show. It's a privilege I owe to myself.
Can I say something? That's the first bit I've ever done with you, and
it was great.
It was a fun ride.
Can I tell you something? I'm glad you enjoyed it because I didn't.
I've never done it before. I'm in a fucking bit.
Yeah, and you were great at it. You knew exactly. I'm gonna talk about. I always stop bits. I love to break them down. There's definitely a formula that we do here. It's just. You know what I'm saying? You sort of, you get into a rhythm, and that's exactly the type that I like. It's based on a character that is just like, no, and I get to play a jingle. Any bit that lets me play a song over and over again, I like. I'm not gonna lie. Like, no, let me play. Notice I always want to play it one more time, and you go, no, that's enough. And even in character, I really do want to hear it. I have to go, let me play it one more time, please.
I like that he was respectful about disagreeing, but obviously perturbed. He wasn't going to say. Just
me or him?
He was. He's like, all right, I know this, but this guy doesn't know that I know it. So he's not going over the top. He's just like going, oh, people are so stupid.
Well, I want to thank you guys for saying that. And I was seeing you guys do your bits, and I was watching it.
Little.
They're fun bits, and I was watching.
Oh, what do you mean fun bits? Like it's the scene from what's that movie where he goes, I amuse you. What do you mean we do little bits?
You guys,
yeah, we're funny.
We're funny. How funny are we? No, come on. Are we at a restaurant here or something? I'm the worst guy
You guys-
to tell them how to give cues.
You guys were doing.
No. You said
We're having
we're
a
doing our little
conversation.
bits. What
A
little bits do we do?
conversation the grown-ups have at their table.
Tom.
I'm just.
No. Go ahead, Tom.
Well,
My
I'm-
friend Tom wants to know what we did. Listen, you said you'd watch us do our little bits. What little bits?
Specifically.
I didn't know we do little bits. What are we, like fucking like dog treats?
I'm sorry, I'm new.
No, don't be. No. I don't like any bit when it gets too mean unless it's hysterical. Oh, hold on. We got a caller. Go ahead. You're on the air.
Hello?
Yes, you're on the air. You're on the Todd Glass Show.
Yeah, Howard Stern.
All righty. I don't even know why people think we care. We love Howard Stern.
That's impressive that they can break into a recorded program.
They don't. We take
co-
calls. Didn't you hear the phone ring?
Yeah.
Listen. I hear it. Oh, there it is.
Todd Glass Show. Hello?
Who's the operator?
Take another call.
Hello.
Todd Glass Show. Hello?
This is the worst show in the world. They're going to make a prank call on a morning show, but they can't get through, so this is what the audience has to hear. That's why they get fired right after this day. Hello? Okay, we're going to call somebody and tell them. Get an April Fool's. It's April Fool's, and this is the morning team. Okay, hello? We're going to call as soon as they answer.
Todd Glass Show. Hello?
Call back again. Okay, well, we might have to take a break. Call back
Wait,
one more
time
time.
out. Are they calling us or are you calling
No, we're
out?
calling. We're calling in.
To make it...
Yeah, but we can't get through. So we instead of just going to something else funny, we won't give this bit up on the air.
Hello, Todd Glass Show.
Hello? I think this bit might be over. And it's funny because when I started it, I visioned it going a lot longer. It's so sad. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I think we are going to take a little break. Here's what I'm going to do. I play this at my gym. I work out. I go right in front of girls and I do deep knee bends with a fake penis in my tight shorts. That's the truth. I have you know those new headphones you can turn them around and they become speakers? I put like a banana in my tight gym shorts. I get right in front of a girl on a treadmill and I do deep knee bends. She knows what I'm doing, but she can't get mad at me. I go, how you doing? It's like it's not the biggest banana, so it's not obnoxious. It's more like a banana if you took it out of the. It's definitely a larger penis.
It's a believable banana.
It's a believable banana. I turn my headphones to the new type where they're speakers, and then I do deep knee bends right in front. By the way, not just
head,
girls.
shoulder, knees, and toes.
Yeah, I do it in front of anybody, and I think it makes it funny. I get in front of anybody. I go to the biggest, toughest guy in the gym, and I just do deep bends right in front of him with tight, what's his name? He used to go on Letterman all the time. Richard Simmons.
And you're not afraid to ask for a spot doing your deep knee bends, so you don't tip. Hey, can I get a spot over here, buddy? I don't want to tip on my deep knee bends. You'd have me tip? Come on, give me a spot. Grab the waist. Grab it solid. I'm trying to do deep knee bends. I'll get you next. Come on, man.
You
Be
want
there.
a spot
Be there
under
for
deep
me.
knee bends.
Go ahead, grab the waist.
Isn't the best song in the world? All right, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a break, and we're gonna do a music. We're gonna do the music video. I'm gonna play the song, but then so the audience will know what we're doing here. We're gonna shoot it. So maybe I'm overly explaining it. Well, that's what I have to do. This person wrote a song. Oh wait, what do I want to do next? What was I just gonna do? You're gonna go to break with this song, I think. I was. Oh, you're right. You're right. And then I'll sing this song when we come back. Somebody sent a song in from Switzerland or
No,
Germany. Sweden. I didn't read the email. It's anywhere. It sounds funny. It's another language. It's just fun. No, somebody sent a song in. By the way, I know this is a no shit type of comment, but they did a little story on Jim Henson. It might have been the anniversary of maybe his birthday or something. And like I never realized, oh my God, to leave that imprint, that handprint on the world, not only like to do it just for serious reasons, if you were, you know what I mean, like if you were some sort of poet or you wrote that but then to do it for such age gap, You know, like so it was funny. Like those old guys up in the balcony, that was like him.
Statler and Waldorf.
That was hilarious. You know, I love those guys. And then it was for very young children, and it was for adults, and it was like,
Well, he
and
was
the
on
education.
Saturday Night Live the first
Really?
episodes. It was very adult when it first came out, and then it sort of skewed more towards children.
I mean, Sesame Street, it is one of those things that we just take for, you know what I mean, take for granted. Yeah, because when you think about the volumes and the volumes for a TV show, that's such a high standard on what TV can do.
Yes.
Like, think of the children that has taught them so many things and taught children how to be expressive. It's, you know, I'm a big Mr. Rogers fan. I've talked about it on the show, but after watching that, I was like, holy shit! Like he left the world with something like fucking amazing.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I wrote a couple Muppet movies.
Nah. Oh, you did actually.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
The shitty ones.
Don't say that, because you know what? Even the shitty ones were pretty good. Is that nice?
Thank you.
Is that nice what I said?
We didn't have a lot of budget.
Thank you.
Muppet.
Which one did you help write?
Muppet Wizard of Oz and A Very Merry Muppet Christmas. But here's what happened: this is later on in the Henson.
How did you end up getting involved with that?
I don't know. It's a small world of people willing to do it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but go ahead.
But their first writers in were often very inexpensive writers and didn't know how to write. And so they would then get to the point where they're ready for production. And then they go, this isn't working. So then I would come in and I would basically go to Canada for a couple of weeks and write the scenes before they shot them. I mean, often I would get to take a pass at the script beforehand, but that's how TV movies are made. But I think, all things considered, they ended up being pretty good, considering how little they thought of writers in general.
Right.
They'll say, we have some puppets up here, we'll get it sold, and then we'll hire a writer. Anybody who can open a computer and go like this can be a writer, so just pick anyone. And then
because those storylines have to be like they're important.
It has to fucking work. Not everybody can write.
Are you afraid this is going to bring back backlash on you?
Oh no, not at all. I mean, I've said this
a lot
to
of
them
people
every time. I mean, there was.
But I swear to God, I'm being honest with you. Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy listen to the show.
Well, okay, so I don't want to say anything against them necessarily. It wasn't them that was hiring the writer.
Hello?
Oh shit.
This is Miss Piggy.
Oh hi, Miss Piggy. I didn't.
I can't even do her.
Oh, Kermit.
I can only do it if I say, "Oh, Kermit."
Wait, that's not Miss Piggy? Oh, what a relief.
Oh,
fuck, I was scared.
You can only do an impersonation if you don't have to say who it is and people can guess. I don't know if no one knew what I was doing if I went,
Oh, I love the beach. Oh, no, I have to go, oh, Kermit. But, you know, like, then you can also
to go, "Oh, Kermit the Frog here." If you can say Kermit the Frog.
You know, but everybody thinks they can do Kermit the Frog.
here. Oh, yes, I can get it down.
It still doesn't
after I
sound
listen
like Jim Henson.
No, it doesn't. No,
You know?
because he is a very special Kermit the Frog, and he is the original. You can get your voice into the right area. You're really going to curve this part of your... No, I think this is a little better, right, than it was before?
I mean, in the beginning it was like this.
No, yes.
No, am I crazy?
Well, in the beginning you were
I
doing Miss
did get
Piggy.
it down a little better, right? No. Oh my God. MJ says I am. Ryan says he looks like they might want to call an ambulance for me. Listen, I was being a little. No, I don't have to apologize. I'm arguing all by myself. all over here, all by myself. Did I tell you I do this? And I'm not even lying. I shouldn't bring it up. But I go to the gym and I put on like short shorts, and I will just do deep knee bends right in front of where they're trying to sign people in.
Wait,
I know they
would
don't
you have
like
headphones on? Because if you had headphones on,
I have the headphones and I flip them.
Get
and
out
then
of
you know when they're trying to sign people in. What I then I go. By the way, I know I did this before. I swear to God, I do. You didn't. Hold on. You all didn't think
No,
I knew I did it before, did you? Did anybody
I
here
thought you
think?
did at first, but then I had a split second. I thought maybe he
No,
doesn't.
I knew I did it before. That was the joke that I was. But I like the way the bit turned. I didn't like when I'm harassing women or any men at the gym. I like that I go, what are they trying to sign people in? So they really can't say, sir, you work out funny, and the type of funny that people, like, you're just weird. It's like, they're not being, the guy's weird. Like, they don't care if he's straight or if he's gay, a man or woman. He's just weird.
But his argument could be, remember the first time you saw yoga? Didn't that look funny to you?
Well, sure, that's what he thinks, but it's still hard to sign people up. They even go, I hate that people see him over there, and I don't know how to tell him, like, get away. So here's what he does. He comes over, he flips his headsets. He's wearing short shorts. He's like Richard Simmons. and he does deep knee bends, and it's gross when he does it because his short shorts are short, and he does deep knee bends, and they're trying to sign people. They look over, they see him. And down. Oh, God. Yeah, like that. That's what he does. He just does it in a very, like, it's just not pretty. It's like, sir, please, I'm trying to sell gym memberships over here. What would you say if you were him? Okay,
a warm-up is important.
Okay,
you want me
great.
to get injured? If I pull a hamstring, it's on you.
Thank you. Okay, no problem. Thank you. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this music video, and then we're going to come – I call it a music video, and then we're going to come back and say goodnight. So, 4th of July is seriously right around the corner. Come on, please. I'm trying to resurrect
Well, you can listen to these anytime.
Well, no. 4th of July is right around the corner. And, I wanted to do something, you know which one? You do? How you doing? Hey, Jesus. Is everybody okay? Is everybody in a good headspace? I feel great.
Canada just had their Thanksgiving, right?
Aw, thank you. Aw.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. What's that? Was there something that's...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The
Todd Glass Show, the Todd Glass Show. Everything is better on the Todd Glass Show. It's the best podcast you'll ever know. Everything is better on the Todd Glass Show. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a little 4th of July music in honor of 4th of July. By the way, this Friday will be 4th of July, so this show drops perfectly. I'm just you're that into denial. You want the bit to work, so you just make it up with all the confidence in the world. As a matter of fact, this Friday is 4th of July, so we thought we'd say Happy 4th of July, but not like in more of a hip way. So we got a sort of a cool version. How do you find a cool version of Yankee Doodle Dandy? You know what I mean?
We play the original.
Well, I think we play this. Yankee Doodle. Oh, my God. I hope you see the music video because we did this new thing called face dancing, and I brought frames in. I should tell the people this up front, but I'll tell you now, too. So I brought frames in. We took the glass out and the matting, and we just holding frames to our faces, and we were calling it face dancing. And everybody was just really tight in front of the drums with the disco ball going, and just Jake was saying that nobody knew what the other faces we were making because we were all making our own faces. Once in a while, I would peek over to see what you guys were doing.
I did,
and then I thought,
immediately.
I think I might have stole something from what I thought Jordan did. It looked like you were sticking your head through it a little more, and I'm like, I should do that.
I did a little bit of bounce, and then I did a little bit of bounce.
Oh, and then we all started.
And then I saw Jake do this similar bounce, and for a second, I was like, that motherfucker.
He's taking my... I mean, I know it's just a game, but that motherfucker's over there taking my bounce. Meanwhile, I'm over there sticking my head through the thing. I can't fucking win with these two buffoons stealing my ideas. They're like derivative comedians. They're derivative dancers. They only can see what other dancers do and silly face makers. And all right. Cell phone's off. Oh, I like saying it. That's the type of flight attendant I'd be, I guess. I just caught myself. Flight... That's what I'd be. Put it away. Come on. You know what? I'm sorry. I have to drive a tight, whatever you say that would make that. Well, you know, I have to shoot people to get them to listen. That's what I was trying to say. I drive a hard. What's the ship? I drive a tight ship.
You run a tight ship?
I run a tight ship.
It'd be funny if you made them also row, even though it's an airplane, so everyone on each side had a paddle like they're Vikings. It's like, why are you making us row? It's an airplane. Just row, and you whip them.
I don't. Hey, by the way, you know the guy used to put pictures. Remember the guy that used to put pictures to, like, we'd do a bit. Roy would go, they have roast beef. He was imitating a cheesy buffet in Vegas. We got roast beef. We have ham. We have and then the guy puts pictures to it.
I don't remember. Is that on this show?
Yeah, we used to call him Picture something. Something like he would put photos to bits on the show. So when he said roast beef, it showed a roast beef sandwich. So I thought I could do a bit from my act, but really give him his money's worth. I hope he's still listening. But like, the ShamWow bit. But now if he would put pictures to it, it would be a fun video to watch. Because he'd have to say what, there's a lot of pictures to get. So the ShamWow. I'm taking this from my act. Is that okay?
Sure.
I mean, I don't want to act like I'm not. I'm like, dude, this is a bit I do in my act. I just thought it would be funny to do it on the podcast because then he'll put pictures to it. And maybe because I think it would look fun, cool. So here we go. But I have to set up the bit. And I know that seems
Do you want me to
pathetic.
introduce you? What are your credits?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Casey. Oh, you're real sick. You're sitting up listening to the show. Yeah, you're full of shit. You're just fine. You're sitting there eating. Bring me more food. You're doing fine. There, I made you laugh. That's all. That's all I need to do. That's all I'm here for. Okay. I'm lost.
You were going to do this bit, and he was going to...
Am I in good hands with you guys if I get lost?
Oh, sure.
You think I am? Or do you think you'll get judgmental? Because I noticed some judgmental eyes looking my way. That's
do you
what
really think that that's what you're perceiving?
Well, when there was a look you all gave me of, Todd, you need to fucking steer this ship. You don't have to be great at it, but you got to steer it a little. And that's why I got, okay, let me do this bit from my act. I really tried to get the crowd back. All right, I'm going to do it now.
Okay.
So the ShamWow commercial says, they tell you what you can wipe up, but everybody knows what you can wipe up. But they think that's how they sell it to you, It wipes up Coke. It wipes up Pepsi. You'll wipe up root beer and Dr. Pepper. It wipes up all messes. You'll use it all year round. Sprite, 7-Up, RC, Coca-Cola, Mellow Yellow, Ginger Ale. Forget about it. The ShamWow will wipe it right up. Orange soda and Fresca. It's a must. Drop a chocolate milkshake in the car. What are you going to do? It's all over the seat and spilling out the edges. But with the ShamWow, you'll wipe it right up and there'll be no mess left behind. That's right. You'll use it on your floors. You'll use it on any floor. Hardwood, cork, and bamboo. Laminate, hardwood, vinyl, tile, rubber, brick, and carpet. All floors it'll wipe right up. Do you have a dog or a cat? You get cat hair all over your cashmere sweater, and how will you ever get it out? I tried using lint brushes. The only problem is they get wet and they get ruined. With the ShamWow, you'll wipe it right off. Any type of cat at all. Himalayan cat, bobcat, alley cat, indoor cat, upstairs cat, long hair or short hair cat. Look, it went right off. There's no hair on these expensive sweaters. I thought I was going to have to get into an airplane and move all the way to another city to make all new friends, and that's harder when you get older. You go up to people, you say, hey, how you doing? And they look at you funny. What type of dog do you have? A bulldog, a cocker spaniel, a pit bull, a sheepdog, a terrier, a beagle, a basset hound, a Doberman pinscher, golden retriever, poodle. Whatever type of dog you have, don't worry. It could be a black Labrador, a mastiff, or a pug. It goes to the bathroom on the carpeting. Yeeks, what am I going to do? That's going to go through the carpeting, through the padding, right into the floor joists. We're not going to be able to sell our house. Not with the ShamWow. You'll put it down on the carpet. Watch it absorb up. There's no dog piss left in that carpet. If you order right now, you'll get a free bottle of Rain-X. My husband didn't use the Rain-X in the shower, and the mirror is steamed up, and he cut his jugular, and now our children don't have a father to grow up with. They just walk around crying all the time. If you order now, you get one ShamWow and a free pair of scissors. Cut the ShamWow in half, you'll have 2 ShamWows. Cut it in half again, you'll have 4 ShamWows. Cut it in half again, you'll have 8 ShamWows. Cut it in half again, you'll have 16 ShamWows. Cut it in half again, you'll have 32 ShamWows. Cut it in half again, you'll have 64 ShamWows. You keep cutting, and they'll keep growing. Oops, I just dropped the ShamWow on the floor. What in the world am I going to pick it up with? Wipe it up with a ShamWow. I feel patriotic. Play Yankee Doodle Dandy. I think it's deserving after that bit. That's how it should have ended. Let's do the ending of the bit again. We'll fix it. You ready? Here we go. You'll come in loud with it. Here we go. I am going to. We'll leave this all in, but if the guy's going to do a cartoon, I want it to be. The picture guy. So here we go. Oops, I just dropped a ShamWow on the floor. What will I wipe it up with? Wipe it up with another ShamWow. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Thank you very much. Oh, I didn't. Thank you. love that song. All right, we got to say goodnight. I mean, slowly. That's what I say when I think you want to go.
Huh?
Huh? Is that good comedy right there? Huh? 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 Is that good? Huh?
Todd.
I'm not making fun of you, but that's something older people do. They don't ever get like that.
I'm never going to get
They
older.
think they have a righteous... They think... When you just want to be old,
But Todd.
you don't fight it. People say things and you just go... Instead of saying, pardon me, you reach an age where you go, huh? Huh? Well, what age does that happen? Because there's a certain age you don't hear someone, you go, I'm sorry, pardon me, or I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. There's still a civility just because you didn't hear the person. Huh? Say something.
Huh?
Huh? Say something. I'll say, huh?
Todd, where were you earlier today?
Huh? 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 It's funny. It is funny. Huh? Huh? Shut up. What do you mean, huh?
It's a delay.
What are you, a
thing.
baboon? You say, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear
It's
you.
like
not
when we're
huh?
doing what we're grateful for, and I delayed it so I could think of something. It's a delayer. You say that while your brain processes what you're going to say.
You're right. They're lying.
Yeah, like, huh?
Oh, my God.
Instead of just quietly processing it,
I can picture
it's a
my
delay.
friend's mom doing that. I know. You're right. She probably has something up her sleeve.
Huh?
Huh? Here you go. Mom, did you put $500 on the on my card at my Visa that I gave you? Did you put $1,000 on it at the vet's office? Huh? Yeah, she did. Huh? 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 You can't say
give me
huh?
some time to
You
lie.
think she says
Huh?
when the cops pull her over? You think she does that? All right, ma'am. I'd like to see your license and registration.
Huh?
Huh? All right, pull it over. I'm on the. Can I have a? I'm on the PA. Ma'am, this is Officer Spligitsky. Pull your car over.
She has a microphone.
She says, huh?
Huh?
What do you mean, huh? Pull your car over.
Huh?
Pull your car over.
Huh?
This is the Los Angeles Police Department. You're being followed by 15 state troopers, and there's a helicopter in the air. You will not get away. Pull your car over.
Oh, you want me to pull my car over?
Huh? Huh? Pull your car over, ma'am.
Huh?
Pull your car. I'm going to shoot out. The Los Angeles Police Department is now going to shoot out your tires.
Huh?
Okay, there's
Huh?
2,
Huh?
3, 4.
Huh?
Okay, we're going to just shoot in your windshield out there a little bit, but not the whole one, just around you. Okay, one more side. Okay, we demand you pull your car over. You have 4 flats.
Huh?
You have 4 flats, and we have shot out your tires. Pull your car over.
Huh?
This is the Los Angeles Police Department.
Huh?
Okay, this is the Los Angeles Police.
Huh?
This is this. By the way, you know what I say. If I'm loving it, someone else is loving it. That was fun. Oh, Jesus. Am I pathetic?
Todd, are you paranoid right now?
I'm not paranoid.
Todd, does it almost sound like there's echo in here?
Well,
because
there
that's
is.
how you can tell if you're really high. If it sounds like there's
All
some
right,
reverb.
Tom,
And
I know you played Echo.
No, I'm not playing echo.
Can I tell you
Echo sounds like this. Hello, this is echo. Now, if you're hearing echo now, that's fine. But now we'll turn off the echo.
Well, you had echo both times.
No, because now the echo's off.
I believe
the echo's completely off. So if you're hearing it, you got to question that liquid weed you were smoking. You know? Because if you're hearing echo, that's a problem. There's no echo.
There's no echo in his voice.
There's 0 echo.
He even pressed the 0 echo button, which gets less echo than you
Hold
have.
on. Hold on. Say something.
No echo.
You swear to God.
I swear to God, there's no echo, Todd.
All right, well, then I'm scared. Because I hear echo. There's no echo at all.
There's no echo.
All right, well, then I need to go to the hospital. Because this is now freaking me out.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the hospital. I'll drive myself.
All right.
You're going to let me go. Are we playing chicken here? There's no echo.
I want you to go to the hospital to find out if there's something they can give you to take you up.
Do you swear on your great grandson? Tom, and also thank you for continuing to say "huh." I could only do that. We can turn all the sound effects off. We don't want people to be on to us. We don't want them to know our tricks. No We have a better echo machine than a lot of the other podcasts. I know people hear it, and it's because it's a real show. The other ones, the echo. We have good echo. The professional.
Well, when you're the number one podcast by the Podcast Association,
you can't have shitty echo. Have you heard some of the other show echoes? It's ridiculous. Like, say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, it's a guy saying hello.
That's not echo. That's a guy repeating it. All right, we got to go. No, we don't. Hey, by the way, this is so nice. There's some people from where they speak Swedish.
In Sweden?
Sweden. That's where they speak it. They sent us this song. It's so sweet. I know Swedish.
Oh, me too.
Sweden.
Jag
Sweden.
pratar svenska.
Fuck you too, you asshole.
No, I said hello. I speak Swedish.
I know, that's my joke.
It wasn't swearing.
That's right. Here we go. It is about the show. It's a nice song. It's all about the Todd Glass Show. Is this it? No, the other one. No, that wasn't. That was me trying to imitate it. This is the real one.
Todd
Glass Show. The Todd Glass Show. Todd Glass Show. Everybody has fun listening to the Todd Glass Show. I'm just repeating what it says. And the Todd Glass Show.
Are you sure he's saying that's what he's saying?
Listen. Let's listen. Hey, Steve. How you doing? What is this? Will you play the drums to this? I think I'm really enjoying this. We have the strobe light on. Totally into it. All right, I'm done. I'm getting a little carried away. So
what is the story behind that song? What is it?
Oh, that's just, I don't know what it is. I heard it. I liked it. So I decided I have to figure out a reason to play it. I can't just come in, God forbid, and go, hey, I like this song. I have to work it into a bit. Oh, everybody want to hear a song I liked? Here. Hey, would you like to hear a song I like?
Sure.
Oh, here.
Livet ska vara roligt och jag skiter i kulturen. Och spriten ska vara gratis när det har aldrig sagt.
The song's about Jamie Masada. Don't tell my son he should be the guy who wears a baseball cap. My son wants to do comedy for a long time, Jamie. Don't tell him this should be his shtick. Excuse me if you don't mind. My son knows you only grow into what you want to be. So please stop telling my son he should do some stupid shtick. He doesn't want to wear a hat. He doesn't want to wear fake buck teeth. He just wants to keep doing comedy and develop who he is. I don't know why you give that advice. It's never worked for anybody. I'm sure you're a nice guy, and when I see you out at night, you've always been friendly to me. And I guess if you heard this song, you might not like me as much, but everybody says it. They want you to stop telling them what they should do. It's disrespectful to Rodney, because those are the guys that grew in, and then they had their thing, but they sort of just came upon it. You're telling people 1 year in the comedy, they should be the guy who wears the hat or has the funny hair. Stop doing it. It's never worked.
Can I sing a question real quick?
Yes.
Are you saying Jamie Masada, or are you saying his son gives people bad comedy advice?
I think sometimes he probably thinks he's giving good advice, and I don't think he has any ill will.
Jamie.
I'm talking about Jamie Masada, who owns the Laugh Factory.
I got that, but what did you say about the man's son? That's where I got confused. I thought you said something about Jamie's son. I didn't know he had a son.
I was saying if I had a son and Jamie Masada was giving him advice,
I
would go
now.
down.
Carry on your song. I was just confused before, but I'm totally cool now. Go ahead, Todd. I'll shut the fuck up. Continue the bit.
We're gonna go in for the close. It's so sad. It's all I have. Once
What?
this show's over, well, you have other lives. I mean, Jordan, you go back to your. Yeah, but he goes to school. He's
The worst Mad Libs ever. You go to your noun.
School. Hey, do you sing?
A little bit.
Shut the fuck up. I think we have a closer. Okay, but before we do that, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a break, find a song, and then come back, and that's how we're gonna close. If we're all saying whatever, there's no pressure on you, but I think it'll be a fun way to do it. So this was a lot of fun. So we're gonna take a quick break, figure out a song, and then we're going to come back and do it. And it could be a group sing-along. It could be whatever. But
do the listeners have to take a break and come back, or will there be some technology employed to squeeze that?
I will give them something. What's this? What is that? Who sings it?
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine.
Oh.
I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for
We
the
could
time.
do that. We could do that. You want to do this thing? You have We'll give you. Excuse me. We'll give you 10 chances to come up with the secret word, and if you say the secret word, we have a surprise for you.
10 chances?
You get 10 chances.
Do I get any questions?
You can no. You
It's
just have
telepathy.
It probably be. We know that the odds of guessing it are nil. That's why it's a joke. No, one time somebody did it. But other than that, what are the odds? You're going to just pull a word out. It'll be the right word. But if it is, you get a present. Let me hold
on. Does he get any clues?
It's funny that we turn the strobe light on every week like someone's going to get the word.
So zero clues.
Okay, hold on. Let me start it officially. Okay, go ahead.
10 words.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, my God.
So, so anyway, we just danced around, and the whole time we were doing it, go ahead, explain.
I thought it was a legitimate game.
You thought you guessed the word.
And for 10 seconds, they thought, what are the odds he'll ask the question? 10 words? And that's what I said. You guys don't even know what I said because you had it all pre-planned.
No.
But I was sitting there like...
No, I remember you were asking a question, and I acted like you were giving the answer.
Yeah.
You were just going... 10 words, and I went, shut the fuck up. Like, yeah, we're going to do it no matter what, because we want to dance. So, like, next week we'll do this. We'll go, listen, I know it's weird, but there's all the presidents, right? We all have a president we agreed on. Just, you name it, and we have, it's a big surprise. To be honest, we've done the show a year and a half, 2 people. They just guessed the presidents we agreed upon. So you say Jimmy Carter, we go, shut the fuck up. And no matter what they say.
I get the joke now.
Oh. No, but I was giving another example how we don't have to do it with the way we did it tonight. It was with a secret word. It could be anything. Well, I guess that is a secret word to the dentist.
But he didn't even say a word. He said a sentence.
I know.
So.
Well,
and then Tom was like, "Oh, they don't dance in Canada," and I was like, "I don't know what the fuck." I was so out of my element. But thank you for doing that because it's good to be surprised.
And it was good energy. And it was all for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
After my teacher changing my test, second best moment of the day.
You know what? Thank you.
That's beautiful.
How about that, Casey?
So you're in singing college here in America, right?
We totally overset it up. So you professionally sing. You say you can
You're
knock this.
such a good singer. You're recruited by our country, from your country, so we could somehow marry you off and claim you as our professional singer.
I was supposed to do this, and I didn't. A thing for the Cheesecake Factory. Oh, Jesus
What's keeping you
Christ.
from doing it right now? Or beforehand?
We have Jesse Wentrich's. We'll play that next week. Jesse, just relax. Jesus, you get so uptight. That's what you get. We're not even playing your thing. I mentioned that. That's funnier. Jesse Wentridge, Jesse Wentridge, Jesse Wentridge, Jesse Wentridge. Okay, now instead of play, because we don't. It seems like every week. Sometimes you just you come onto a bit. He left a message. I mean, but play the message. I mean, it's a nice message, but it's like it's awkward to be honest.
You better put the fucking phone voice over this.
This is really from a listener.
Okay, here we go.
It actually really is, but first of all, we don't know how to put the phone voice
Todd, I heard you were going to be coming to my area to perform. I don't often do this, but
sounds nice, right?
Just, if you wanted to save some money on a hotel room, you could just come stay at my house.
I'm not going to do it, but
to be honest, you're like I said, I don't do this, but you're like the only comedian that I trust to not, fuck my sister. So,
I mean, doesn't something that's not nice, right? I don't want to fuck somebody's sister. It sounds like a horrible relationship.
As a person, and
unless
as
his
a
sister's
comedian,
a whore and she likes to fuck, and then he's going to look
I'll
the
let
other
you
way.
fuck
But
my
I don't even
sister
want to
if you
fuck
want.
his
How many
sister.
comedians have come in and done
truly, it would be an honor. and
honor?
really be some good bragging
One
rights
thing if
for
I-
me, you know?
That sounds
Okay, well, just
That
you know,
nervous
hit me
laugh
back
he
if you
had.
can. Let me know if you want to fuck my sister, okay?
By the way, just so you know, in case we know we're playing along with this bit, we're not making fun of the bit. We're playing along with it. So when I'm going, ooh, who wants to
Is he a
fuck his
comedian?
sister? I know. I don't need to explain that, do I? That was ass. I was an ass for I'm being a little hard on myself, waiting for anyone to stop me. I was no, it was that was who the fuck wouldn't know that was we were playing along. In my fresh air that I've had, I thought it sounded like we were going, oh, I don't want to fuck the guy's sister. Like he would think, no, it was a joke. But of course. What? You know, you did, in all fairness. Jake just had a good point. He did give me a same offer with his mom. Yeah, well, by the way, I just realized something. This is not like we did this to do these together. You know, I heard the one from Jesse Wentridge. I know I'm saying his name right. And then he left that message, and I thought we wouldn't get to it. And then, of course, I have time to talk for 9 hours and play it. But then I forgot that Jake had one from like a month ago, and it shows what I think.
Hey, Todd. It's Jake Adams calling from the podcast. So, yeah, I was talking to my mom about how you're just not feeling very well lately, as you usually are, you know, because you're usually really, really great. So she's talking to her, and she offered to just suck your dick. And I really think that you should let her do it, because I know that she'll do a really good job. You know, like, I know that she's really good at it. You know, like, you know how you have to do a lot of open mics to get ready for that comedy club, like that big spot, you know, on Saturday night. Let's just say when it comes to dick sucking, my mom's done a lot of shitty open mics. I know, because it was a rough childhood. Growing up, a lot of late nights waiting up for her.
Oh,
if you know what I mean.
Okay, come on.
So yeah, just
My God, Jake, it's all. I can't look at you now after you hoard. You know, first of all, it's like, does your mom want to have sex with me? Like, let's say I wanted to have sex with a woman. Does she? Does she into me? Did she mention me? And so how do you just say, oh, my mom will have sex with you?
Well, I just figured it'd be like a nurturing thing.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. I got lost in
Todd, you know, he made this generous offer.
He did. Thank you, by the way.
How about yes or no?
No, thank you. How about that? There's probably a nice way to say no, thank you. Is everything all right with the dog? Yeah. Oh. Well, you know, I got the air down in here pretty cold, so. It's not the first dog I made thirsty, if you know what I'm talking about.
We don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I'm just saying it's not the first.
Like you ran the dog around the block on a hot day? That kind of.
Let's just say it's not the first dog that got thirsty around me.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
When you said, if you know what I'm talking about, I'm not sure we knew what you're talking about.
Well, I think everyone knows but you, buddy. I think what I'm trying to say is I've made other dogs thirsty before, if you know what I mean.
I don't know. But you're leaving a big part out. There's many ways to make a dog thirsty.
My looks. I'm handsome and with devilishly young boy looks and charm, and usually dogs react to it.
By getting thirsty.
By getting thirsty.
Okay,
Thank you for reminding me.
That's fine. I get it. I just didn't know that the dog got thirsty.
By the way, that bit I almost thought wasn't good, but that's a great bit. The guys, so dogs get thirsty around my charm, and I made a few cats thirsty too. One time I saw a bird lunge at the water feeder when I walked by. I make animals run for the reservoir when I walk by. Wild animals when I walk by with my clean, nice, crisp, Alec Baldwin-like part in my hair that I've put in a lot of work into over the past years. And when I enter past people with the clean slice over to the side with a distinguished look on my, chubby but nice face, animals get their thirst. They want to quench their thirst.
They get a dry mouth.
They get dry mouth.
You saw an old episode of Wild Kingdom, and you heard an animal that got thirsty during it. And somehow you put it on all animals get thirsty when they're attracted to something.
They all get thirsty. Did you see speaking of animals, the thing, and here's what a wolf says, that I'm not singing it great at all. You know, that viral video that went viral, and a fox, what is it called? What does that fox sing? Sing it really loud. I want to hear you sing. You have a very nice voice. That's the way I get him to sing. No, seriously, you're like a professional. You're like, are you a professional singer? And don't lie to me.
Just for this song, yeah.
No, are you a professional singer?
Yeah, I'm a professional singer.
Who do you sing professionally for?
The Elvis guy who sings that song.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
I used to be a professional dancer. It wasn't fun. Now I'm an unprofessional dancer. I'm having the time of my life. Professional, I had to follow rules, and now I go to weddings. I dance unprofessionally. It's so much more fun.
Can I say this? Hearing you say that is making me very thirsty.
Oh my God! So what? Okay, now is that wrong of me to think that has something to do with my personality?
No, that's what I'm saying.
What made you get so thirsty?
I don't know. I mean, just the way you said it and the passion, the commitment you had, all of a sudden I wanted a drink of water.
We'll get you a drink of water. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to sing a song. This was a lot of fun. I had fun. If you like this show, well, then I could produce this one a lot. So just let me know if it was something you liked. And you went, you know what, I liked it. It was all over the place. I need look, you know what, I don't act like, you know when I say, you can't let one person drive a show. I know that if it's like this show, if they go, hey, we love it, but it's a little music heavy, I'll listen. But I got to hear it from some of the regular people that I know.
But
you know what I mean? Like that email. You know their name when you see it here and there because I can't let this girl. If you don't enjoy Jen Kirkman, then I don't value your opinion.
Everybody enjoys Jen.
Of course they do. But we're talking about the one person that doesn't because that's what we do.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean that at all. I focus on those negative, not for an uncreative reason. You also have to be aware of all the positive. As long as you're going, there's so much positive, and be aware of that. You can criticize the negative. Don't get to the point where you're like you think it's all negative. It's not, and you do. We've talked about this before. You tend to give more airtime to the negative, and that's not right. But I think people know why you do it because it's comedic sometimes. The tweets that make you go, "Oh, that's so nice," or "Oh, that." That's so cool. They affect you and they make you feel good. Or they make you laugh. It doesn't always have to be, but sometimes it's a kind thing. Somebody can tweet something really cool and make you feel good. You feel good about it, but you don't go, and for some reason, and talk about it on the podcast as much as one person that made you mad. But you know what? Maybe the answer is to meet in the middle. Maybe I should do that thing where you read, like we're playing Eric Olson's him reading quotes, from maybe I could do something with nice tweets, give them. There's probably truth to that.
Yeah, I think
the fuck do you guys know? I'm a genius and I'm talking to a bunch of fucking baboons. I'm trying to be spiritual here, and you guys look at me like a bunch of. I mean, come on here. I'm a brilliant motherfucker. I've got a lot to share. I'm Kanye West. Edit that out. I swear to God, edit that out. No one will ever know.
Todd,
people know.
Here's a positive thing.
If people know that I know,
Todd,
the word will get out.
Todd.
Huh? Did you do the song? Oh, yeah. I actually forgot. You know the song when I, hey, hi, hello, but he thought it was Dave. Do you think back on that now? Do you think that you might have been wrong?
No, I know I'm wrong now.
Do you want to try singing it again?
I wanted to look cool.
Oh, you didn't have to try to look cool.
I wanted to look cool, and I thought, hey, if I know the song, they'll think I'm cool. So I committed.
No, we think you're cool just because you come in here with Jake. I mean, we held the standards up. You did, but you know what? We feel bad. You felt you had to do that. We don't care.
Well, I feel like if I don't know the song, then you guys might tell me to leave after. If I don't know the song.
No!
I felt like that was my interview to stay longer in the podcast.
No! Can I would have to leave because I don't get it.
You're not gonna tell me to leave if.
No, you want to do it again just for the fun of it?
Yeah, but you got. It's all good.
No, some people get 10% right. I don't care if you hum along. I don't care if you go, I don't fucking know the song. There's no pressure.
He's being really hard on himself. He got one word wrong,
and
this is how he reacts.
I feel bad. Like I feel like.
No, it's cool. I didn't know you guys were this positive. If you're
not, no. You were so. I mean, in all fairness, to be honest, and Tom, I think you said it when we went to break. He was pretty close. It was like
one word,
and we started talking about the 2 words, and we spent a lot more energy on the 2 wrong words he said as opposed to the 98% of it that was beautiful.
Exactly.
So let me get this straight. This is a place of growth.
It is.
My God. I don't know how much growth you have left, but 2%, I mean, if you wanted to be perfect.
Okay, so.
But, I mean, 98% is a perfect grade. You're just talking, we're what do you call it?
We're splitting hairs.
We're splitting hairs here. You don't really need to do it again, but if you want to, like if you go, I'm going to fucking get it 100% right, you can do it again. Because I'd love to hear you. I think you have a beautiful voice. And when I said that before when we were on break, Tom even goes, that's what I was going to fucking say.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was going to say.
Oh, you can play along a little better, you idiot.
That's what I was fucking going to say.
You had a curse in there. I don't know how much.
Well, that's what you said. I just told
didn't
you
say
what you
could.
said. Are we in the bit still?
So no, you're great.
You guys want me to do the song again?
Yeah, it's like, do I not want you not to do it? No is the answer to that.
So you want me to do the song then?
I want you to do the song.
Okay.
I don't want you not to do it.
And what are your guys' feelings about how much I get wrong? If
Oh, you do what you do. I'm not. I just snap
Won't
along.
judge? Okay, cool.
Don't judge. All right, let's hear.
Okay.
Hey, hi, hello, this is the chat guy.
The chat guy.
Hey, hi, hello,
Thanks for stopping by. I like you and I hope I. Hey, hi, hello, it's a
hi, goodbye.
Bye.
It was good.
Pretty good.
Yes. Hello, everybody. That was really, really good. And don't lie to him. Swear to God, that was. I thought you could be a professional singer. I really, really liked it.
I felt like I was behind.
No, I think there was a little, maybe like a half of a second. Okay, I have a fine ear.
I hit it.
You fucking hit it out of the park. Wasn't
I'll
it
tell
great?
you one thing, that expensive show business college he's going to is paying off, because I think he nailed it.
We literally have a music timing class.
Yeah, well, it's working.
That is fucking unbelievable. Dude, you know when you just hear somebody, you're like, oh my God, they have an ear for music. Like, fuck, dude.
You know what happened? I wasn't Jordan singing. I was Chad.
You know what? I sensed that.
I was Chad. Hey, hello, my name's Chad. This is me, and I am I.
Is Chad here? Oh, wait. Then you stopped singing, and then it was you again. You actually.
Well, I'm not in it anymore. But
Yeah, no,
I'm
I know.
not- wasn't Chad
I
again.
feel you.
But when I'm Chad, I'm
like,
Chad.
I know what I channel. Oh man, you are like a poet. Because I know the other way, making him feel bad, felt bad. So now I go the complete other way. This guy, fuck one of the Beatles. The guy can't think of good names. Let me tell you something. This guy can sing. He's a regular day professional, guy who sings. Like, makes a living. This guy here, he's going to be a great lawyer. You kidding me? Sitting in front of us is, the next guy from TV, Judge Wapner. His sister, Caddy Wapner.
What if you
Caddy Wapner. Go ahead. What?
If you guys are nice to me, and then I become a dick out of nowhere, I take it and I'm actually a huge dick. All of a sudden, and you're like, we created him.
Oh yeah, now you think you're so great. We see you in the car. He's driving by in the car, and we hear him singing it to himself. He's like so into himself. He thinks he's so great. I use any word. He's talking about the show.
Awesome. I knew I had it. I fucking have it. I'm Chad. Hey, I'm fucking Chad. I was Chad. And I am Chad.
What do you have? What are you talking about?
Fuck you. You're nobody. Who are you? I'm Chad.
Are you a professional?
I impressed Todd Glass. And I can drive like a... Fuck, no. Chad needs medical help. Someone get a stretcher for Chad.
Hey, is
Chad
anybody
is bleeding.
Is anybody in the mood for onion rings?
Oh, onion rings sound good.
Oh, I know a great place. Yeah, hold on. Let's get in my car. We'll go
All
get
right.
some onion rings. Oh no, you say you're in the mood for onion rings.
I'm in the mood for onion rings.
Start over again.
You know what,
You're
Todd?
trying to get me to an expensive
Todd.
restaurant. You know this bit.
Yeah. I am really hungry. I could. When you just get a hankering for something.
I'm a little broke right now, to be honest with you.
Oh, I just want onion rings.
Oh, you want onion
Yeah.
rings? Fuck it. Let's go get some onion rings. Okay, I know a place, Jack in the Box.
Wait.
Jack in the Box.
Wait, yeah, I don't know about those. I
thought you want. Oh, hold on. Let me pull over. Let me pull over.
It's just the
Let me
Jack
pull
in the
over.
Box onion rings. I heard they use rancid.
You know what?
grease.
There's a taco truck in Del Monte. Let's go right now. We'll go get some onion rings. Let me pull over. Let me pull over again. Hold on. I'm going to pull over. Let me pull over. Now, what are you saying? Where do you want to go? You want onion rings, right?
Yes, but the taco truck.
What the fuck am I doing? Pink's has onion rings. Let me spin the car around. What am I thinking? No, hold on. Pull it. Stop. Let me pull the car over.
I don't think Pink's is open.
Look, I can't pull the car over again. So what do you want to do? What do you
I
you
don't
want
think-
onion rings?
Yes, but Pink's isn't
Shut the
closed.
fuck up.
It's not.
I just saw. I'm like a moron. I forgot Carl's Jr. It's right on the corner of Fairfax. They have onion rings. We'll go there right now. Here we go.
No. They don't.
Well, where? Hold on.
They don't serve.
Where do you want to get onion rings? You say you want onion rings every type.
Well, there's that steak place. I think they have onion rings.
Are you shitting me?
You know the place I'm talking about?
Yeah. Ruth fucking Chris, motherfucker.
Thank you.
You want to go to Ruth
doesn't
Chris?
that
You don't want
sound
onion
good?
rings? What am I, a buffoon? You try to sell it
asked
to
if I
me.
wanted onion rings.
Yeah, you can go to Ruth Chris, but the thing is, I'm paying tonight.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you. You don't have to, but I appreciate it.
Well, since you're just getting onion rings, you go, no, you know what I do? I get a steak as my side. Oh, you really, like she said, it's like ironic. I get onion rings as my main course, and then I go, can I get a side of steak? Yeah, that's $52. Yeah, but my main course is cheaper. It's a trick. Oh, oops. Now I'll keep doing the bit. Shoot me again. I don't give a shit. Go ahead. I don't want to trivialize shooting people. Sure is fun, though. Ooh. No, don't do it anymore. I don't like to make a joke about shooting people. Jake, it's with everything that's going on today, there's something about it. There's a fine line. It's just like it makes it look like guns are funny. All right? And I'd appreciate if you didn't do it again. This is not the way the bit's going to go, and I think everybody listening goes, well, Todd's going to have him play the thing over and over and over again, and then they're going to say they're going to do it over and over again, but it's not. I want it to end.
Jake, I think he's serious.
I thank you. It's a good thing you're here. All righty, Mr. Big Smarty Pants. Okay, Smarty Pants. Okay, you're funny. Oh, it's funny. Ha, ha, ha. We're all laughing. You can't even shoot me. That's how stupid you are. Ooh, missed. How's it feel to be angry and an idiot? You can't even shoot me. Go. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, now go try to come at me with that chainsaw. I don't give a shit. Oh, you missed. You cut your own hand. Shoot me. I don't care. Shoot me and chainsaw me up. You can't even get me. Little to the right, little to the left. Go ahead. You can't even. How's it feel to be angry? You can rev it all you want, but you got to get it over here to cut me. I better run from the loud noise. You got to bring it towards me. You're afraid to come at me.
Lying now.
Yeah, come at me. You can't just turn the chainsaw and expect to scare me. Oh, no, okay, you're starting it up again, but you're not walking towards me. Where's your gun? You put your gun down. There you go. All righty. You're going to have to shoot me to shoot me. I don't know. Would you let me move closer and see what you can do? I'm not bullshitting. Well, that was good. You just blew up your neighbor's house, you fucking idiot. Okay, I'm going to tell you one more time. You don't turn the chainsaw louder. You have to move. Okay, there you go. There was the local fucking quarry. The water retention building. There you go. Okay, I'm not shitting around. You want me to shoot myself? No. Oh, great, here come the cops. Oh, you got a tiger? Okay, this is the cutest tiger in the world. Is that a tiger? No. Oh, that hurt. Now I felt that. That burnt. Ow! Oh, fuck. Oh, All right,
So you didn't want him to do the shooting?
I made it funny. All right, let's find a song. Let's do a song and say goodnight. I had a great time, everybody. It's, as always, this is... it's so pathetic. I want to end by going, I hope... Like, that was so much fun for me. But for me... that's what I get scared of sometimes. So we're going to end with a song. What's the song we're going to do?
Oh, it's a Maroon 5 song.
It is?
Yeah.
All right, put some nice reverb. And then sometimes I might have something to say, but you'll see. We'll integrate nicely. Thanks for stopping by.
Beauty queen of only 18. She had some trouble with herself. He was always there to help her. She always belonged to someone else. I drove her miles and miles and wound up at your door.
You know what? It's so good. It's really good.
I've had you so many times, but somehow I want more.
Oh my God.
I don't mind spending every day out on your corner in the pouring rain.
So I'm freaking out.
All this time he's been English.
That's the problem.
If she wants to stay a while, 'cause my name is Chad. Yes, my name.
Shut the fuck up.
He really is, Chad. He really is.
I'm not even joking around. You are a professional singer.
You really are, Chad.
Oh my God, it's like a young It's like a young, I don't know what, it's just its own thing. It's young, it's not young anything, it's the original. It's the birth of. Listen to his voice.
Doesn't matter anymore, it's
Oh, Jake, the best thing you did was bring him into our lives.
Oh, it's rainbows and butterflies. It's compromise that moves us along.
I want to know his name again.
Yeah,
Jordan.
My heart is full and my door's always open. You come anytime.
We're being rude. Let him talk.
Yeah.
Oh, he really hits it.
I don't mind spending every day being Chad. Look for the girl, tell her that I'm Chad. Ask her if she wants to get with Chad, and she will be long.
Oh, everybody.
And she will.
Everybody, that's the show. That was seriously no bullshit. I mean, that is like, you know, what if, again, you go, we take a break, you go, I didn't know you guys were doing a bit. I'm like, oh. No, that was really good.
Thank you.
I mean, it was professional.
I didn't know we were taping. I just saw it on the screen, and then my karaoke sounded.
It was, you know, I'm telling you, and I think our listening audience knows. That's why I'm continuing. I mean, obviously we've gone off the air, but I'm just telling you this. I don't know. We gotta stop. Once I stop the show, everyone leaves. That's the problem. I'll stop if we get in a. If we, it's. Oh my God! You're not gonna believe who's walking by the window. Look at that. That's Arsenio Hall pulling his set down La Cienega Boulevard as a way of advertising his show. Look at that. Oh, here comes Jay Leno playing a flute, driving a what's that? He's got a bubble machine hat on a unicycle. All right, everybody, listen. We had fun. I'd like to ride you out of here with this. What could be nice for... Look at that. Here come the cup. What could be nice for... You know what I think would be really... Oh, what were you... This? Do you like harmonica? Can you put some echo in here? We'll ride you out with a little harmonica song. Is that cool? All right. Give me some background music. Let's fucking do it. All right. We're done. Bye.
You're pretending to play it.
Show's over. Does anyone want to say anything? Last words? Anybody? You have anything you want to say?
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you, Ryan.
This is my tomorrow thing I'm grateful for.
There you go.
I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou.
Why don't you take some time and think about the way you make people feel? And we'll leave a lot of betting music in for you. Good night.
Next time you're here with headphones in your ear, there's a lot of show left, so stay right here.
Hey everybody, it's Todd Glass. Oh, by the way, go to my website. You check out my dates. I bet I'm coming to a city near you real soon. And go to ToddGlass.com. This is exhausting.
'Cause we've got Todd Glass, we've got Todd Glass, we've got High on the Mic. time pass. Hey, here comes another Todd Glass show. Hey, here comes another Todd